Gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Central Arkansas, are you getting piggy with it? And ready for some football? Donate blood with Our Blood Institute at select mobile blood drives August 17th through the 24th for your chance to win one of 2 grand prize football packages that include a pair of August 29th Little Rock game tickets and tailgate package that include a Traeger pellet grill and much more. All blood donors will receive a limited edition football-themed t-shirt and free ticket to Magic Springs. Visit obi.org/events today.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots.
Hi. I mean, he's got unbelievable leadership skills. I mean, that's who he is. I mean, if I said his greatest quality, it would be him as a man, as a person. He's got this thing about him that he can get the team, not the offense, the whole team around him. We've got a few guys like that now, but he's a thrower. I mean, if you come to practice and you see him throw, I mean, he can throw. But he's also probably the second fastest guy on the team. The first fastest would be, of course, Jordan Anthony. I mean, won the indoor 60s in the SEC. So
faster than Satania?
Isaiah would argue that, but maybe. He got long legs, Justin.
That's true. He's got the stride
out. He's striding out. He's smooth.
Maybe we do a superstar competition when it's over.
Yeah.
Because to me, Green ran 22.5 on the catapult in a game last year. So
I don't even know what that means, but welcome into the zone sounds fast.
Is it the things that they measure how fast players are running?
I guess.
Yeah,
22 miles an hour?
That's the little thing that kind of looks like a sports bra.
Oh, that they wear,
yeah.
Those little meters? Oh, okay.
Anyway, thanks for being with us today on a terrific Tuesday back in the studio. It was great being on the road yesterday. Thanks again to Arkansas Urology. Thanks to David and the folks at the Touchdown Club. It's an awesome Monday, and it was great hanging out with Coach Pittman. He seemed very chill, very relaxed. And I will say, the first thing that I think about when I hearken back to what happened yesterday with him, there's a C word, confidence.
Yeah.
He seems confident in his team, much more so than I thought I would hear from him yesterday. I mean, I don't want to say he was cocky, but he was clearly another C word, very comfortable. Very comfortable with the roster that he has assembled and the coaching staff.
Yeah,
We've that is already pessimistic. Stop it.
No. Give me a second.
Sorry.
We've talked about, where we putting this team, wins, losses, and I've said this before. I really do feel like 3 specific games last year it's making it very difficult for us to really gauge where this team is because those 3 losses I'm referring to with Auburn, with Mississippi State, and with Missouri, I think left an extremely bad taste in everyone's mouth, and I think maybe overshadowed the other times when we're going toe-to-toe with the best teams in the country. Now, obviously on the road, toe-to-toe, you lose those games, but you walk out of there with this sense of like, dang, all right, we're in it.
Yeah.
And then you come home and just get embarrassed where it feels like we don't even belong in this conference anymore. And then you put that with the record, it makes us, I think, look a lot worse than what we were last year. Now, obviously, there's still huge gaps, I think, in this team still with the offensive line. I think he said some stuff about that without even saying it. He's more confident about it this year. Still got work to do. Question marks, I think, in the defensive backfield, I'm going to be honest, based off what I heard yesterday. But I think the reason maybe he's a little confident is because he also alluded to, how do I say this, lack of a better word, a little bit of a cancer that was in the team last year, specifically coming from your leadership. And he said it festers. And he said when you get this outside noise coming in and you're supposed to have your guys and they're listening to this, that, and the third, and they say, I'm nicked up, I can't play, or they kind of have this attitude. He says it became a little bit contagious within the locker room, hence why so many people dipped out in the portal. You got your team captains who had the C on their chest last year, now playing for other teams in the SEC. One of them, that is. It's just, I see why he feels like get rid of some of that stuff. You get in guys who are sold, bought in. We're not if we weren't in the conference we were in, I would say, yeah, this team can definitely win 8 games and then go to a bowl and potentially fight for a 9th win of the season. It's just stacked up against us. So, Like I said, I think we will be better this year, but I don't think it necessarily will reflect in the win-loss column.
That's fair. It's happened many times before.
Yeah.
All right, well, I came away more optimistic. And
that is optimistic. Is it what I just said? No. Is that pessimistic?
No, I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, bottom line for me is I was more optimistic afterwards. There seems to be a quiet confidence there to me, and I was excited about it. He seems very impressed. Look, here's the deal. You can say what you want. Sam knows what it looks like. He's been on championship quality teams. He knows what it looks like as a staffer. He knows he knows how it goes. He knows what it takes.
There was one thing that I had a hard time. I wanted to ask him, but I knew it would have been pushing. But we'll discuss it now. When he said he was here before and when it was like at Georgia and what Coach Petrino has now, the type of offense that he prefers. Check to the right play. Don't run into a bad look.
Sure.
And I think he was saying with Prowse, it was more of like, let's go fast, let's catch him off guard.
Yeah, he did say that.
Let's go fast. Even if you're running into the bad look, the idea is to be so fast that you catch them, I guess, off guard, out of position, and still have a positive play. I wanted to ask, what was the deal last year? Because it makes me feel like, because they go back to Dan Enos when he was here the first time, and he said he liked checking into the right play. We huddle. I think Coach Enos had a uphill battle trying to cater to KJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
And I think
square peg round hole.
Something should have been said or addressed last year. Say, KJ, get with the program or we have to make something work. You know, and I think sometimes that's where Coach Pittman's alliance and loyalty and love for his players sometimes make it difficult to sit somebody like KJ Jefferson down, who he loves like a son, to say, this isn't working because you won't adjust and buy in. Do you want to buy in, or do we need to, you know, go ahead and do this whole thing early, and good luck to you? And I think that was a big issue with why the season went the way it went last year.
Where's Danny Enos now?
Not sure. Do you know where?
See who has a better year this year.
Good question.
See who has a good year this year, KJ or Danny Enos. All right, got a couple of things we're going to get to in here in a second before we hit the break. But Eli Cranor, you're going to join us thanks to the Old Bank Restaurant, 11:45 today. We've got at 12:20 or so, Susan will be in to talk about what's going on from an entertainment standpoint. Entertainersguide.com, but she will lay it out for us around 12:20. They were going to come in and hang out for an hour and play some music and whatnot, but I added a guest at 12:30. A legend in the restaurant industry is hanging up his apron. Mark Abernathy, who owns local Luna and Red Door, and Juanita's going back in the day. I mean, music connections, food connections, cheese dip connections, name it.
Yeah.
He's been around, and he's had enough. It's time to hang it up. At some point, you gotta call it quits, and he's tired.
That's what my Tahoe did yesterday. I
Yep.
get it. Yeah.
But he's going to join us at 12:30 today, and I'm looking forward to visiting with him and talk about the new owners. And the restaurants apparently are going to stay open under new ownership. He's excited about it. Now, I know a couple of the other restaurants that these people have, and if that's any indication, I'm excited about what he's got going. So there you go.
We'll learn more at 12:30, I guess, right?
Absolutely. So you got a couple of things I want to mention here, DJ.
Okay.
So we can start with your car. Sad news.
Sad news.
Do you really have do you get an emotional connection to your vehicle?
I feel like it's put me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've had old Betty out there since 2010.
Man.
14-year run, her and I.
It's a good run.
A lot of.
Did you buy her new?
A year old.
Okay.
I've got advice like don't buy a new car, buy a new car. I don't know, and so I guess a year old. I don't know. So anyway, I bought her a year old, but she was beautiful, man. I remember first time I drove her up to Green Bay. It was awesome. She's been to Green Bay. She's been to New England. She's been to Jacksonville. Traveled all over the place with her. So yesterday I would say for about a month now she's been talking to me. Quietly whispering, trying to let me know something ain't right. I thought it was something with her hub assembly system, so I got her a new pair of shoes. Got her all fitted out, made her feel good for a little bit. Put a little dash. You saw the dash I put in there with the monitor, the display screen. Made her feel real good, but yesterday she finally said, "This is it, boo." And I'm turning into my neighborhood, and I hear a noise. She's been purring a lot lately, but this noise, Justin, I pulled to the side a little bit to look in the rearview mirror to figure out what just fell out of the bottom of my car. And finally got her to the driveway. Nothing fell out, but she was leaking a lot. And so I didn't drive her today. Ubered here. Uber ride was awful. This is awful. Hot. I'm sweating. Listening to some weird NPR thing. Pretty sure he smoked heavily, too. It was just awful. I'm hot.
They didn't get a good review?
I didn't leave one.
Oh.
It's awful. It's been one of those days. Now I got to, figure it out. It is what it is. Besides that, I'm good. And then
I've never heard anybody talk. First of all, that was quite the soliloquy about your vehicle.
Yeah.
It is a relationship.
It is.
Unlike I have ever had with a car.
Yeah.
Going back to my very first car, the light blue Ford Escort 4-speed that I drove around in through college.
Yeah.
Real POS. But anyway, that was very touching, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And then to cap it off with the horrible Uber ride,
It's
really.
awful.
I offered to come and pick you up.
Yeah, thank you. But
I would have loved to have
I
skipped
like
the sales
just finding
meeting.
my own way,
Yeah. Why pay money for a ride when you don't have to, though?
You're right. But it's out of your way. You
Yes.
talk about how far out I live to
you
start
do.
with. Yeah, I know.
You
I
would
get
do it for me.
Would I?
I told him I couldn't take him home. I said, but I can get you here.
Yeah, I got to ride home. We'll figure that out.
All right. And then
All right, so hear me out.
we got to talk about this. All right, I got to tell you this other story, folks. And we'll get to some sports. Relax. We got to talk about Razorback volleyball's in the news. We got more from Sam Pittman. All-Americans were named yesterday, preseason. There's change coming to college football. We'll tell you about that. They've named a starting quarterback in Washington, not the state, but the city. And, Christian, are you excited about Jaden Daniels, yes or no?
Yes, I am.
I think you should be. I think he is.
He had a good preseason.
He's going to be very entertaining. Talk to me.
All right, listeners, tell me if you think this is weird at first. All right.
Your co-hosts do.
I was sitting in the bed. It was around 9 o'clock 2 nights ago, and I get a message from my neighbor. It's my boy now. And y'all probably know who he is. All right. Trent is his name. I'll say that. He says, "What's up, bro?" I text him, say, "Nothing else. What's good?" He's like, "You down to hang out Monday?" Beckett, his son, it's his birthday. You down to hang out? I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." I said, "We're free. Let's hang out." He said, "Cool." And then he texts me, "You mind cooking?" I was just like, it's a little odd. This is text message. I can't pick up on tone or anything. And I think, now what do I say? Like, sure. So I was thinking, I've cooked for them before, and the son really likes my chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
We all do.
I assumed maybe he just wanted for his birthday. So I was like, that's so weird. You say, let's kick it, and then say, can you cook too at my house? I'm like, wow, that's a little odd. All right, whatever. And I asked, what do you want? What does he want? He says, oh, he doesn't care. Just shoot us 3 options, and we'll let you know which one. I was like, God, this is so bizarre right now. I said, pasta. He says, great. What time will we be there? 6 o'clock. And so he texts me. We get there, right? Me. If I cook, I'm cooking. So I'm kneading dough all day to make my noodles. Went grocery shopping. Get there. Hey, where's Beckett at? The birthday boy. Oh, yes, football practice. He can't make it. What are we doing?
What?
He cooked an entire dinner
What are we
for
doing?
his neighbor for his neighbor's kid's birthday, and the kid couldn't make it because of football practice.
Oh, but everybody else made it. It was great.
A bunch of knucklehead kids. He had a house full of crumb snatchers that were not the birthday child.
Yeah.
Did they have a birthday cake for him that he wasn't there to eat?
No cake.
Okay, it's getting
no cake,
worse.
no kid. And so I finally said,
Trent, what are you doing?
I said, if you wanted to hang out, all you had to do was just ask. I think that's what it was.
Why do we have to have all these other kids here, too? And did the football practice sneak up on him?
I guess the football practice snuck up on
How
him.
late does football practice go?
I don't know.
How old is Beckett?
Beckett? How old is Beckett? I'm looking at Christian like he
I was like,
knows.
I don't know who this is.
Donra, 9?
Okay.
8, 9? Is that about right? I don't know. Somewhere
He's
around
not having football practice till like 10 o'clock at night. Why
don't
can't
know.
he come afterwards? And
I don't know. But we had birthday dinner last night. He got a to-go plate for Beckett, though, so that's
Well,
good.
that's great.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so weird.
It's a little odd. But
Think about children going to another person's house for a birthday party that the birthday person's not there.
That's odd.
Question of the day today: have you ever been to a birthday party where the birthday person wasn't there? The person being celebrated was not there.
But I have a good relationship with my neighbor, and like halfway,
I love Trent. It's
halfway
just
through,
weird.
like making plates, I said, and he says, "Yeah, we pretty much just hijacked your house because we just wanted to hang out tonight." I was like, "Okay, all right." So he made light of it. There was another family involved. I think they just wanted to all hang out, and I said, "Why didn't y'all just say it? You didn't have to use Beckett. I would have did it if y'all said, 'Hey, we miss y'all. Let's hang out.'" But threw us off. I was about to go pick up a cake. I'm glad I didn't.
That's wild.
Was it even his birthday? That's what, let me look.
Deej.
I don't think it was his birthday.
So how
There's
many
no
kids
way it
did
was
you
his
have?
birthday.
They were at your house?
Yeah, we had one. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 kids. 4 kids.
I'm thinking about you calling me and going, "Hey, it's Titus's birthday. Do you mind if we come over to your place and you cook for us?" And I'd be like, "Sure." But then he doesn't come with you when you come?
Yeah.
Now we're just having a dinner party.
Yeah. I had a good night, though. Food was great.
Well,
People
of
were
course.
great. Yeah. We made the best of it. It was fun.
Yeah.
That is just me and my neighbors.
So how
Weird.
late were they at your house?
I think it was nighttime around, 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Later than
And
normal.
they didn't have the kid?
Because you didn't have to work today.
Yeah, kid never
this
showed
morning.
up. Beckett never showed up.
He
So-
never.
He
Never
stayed
came.
at the house.
Was he
he-
over there the whole time?
Had to be.
What was
There's
he
no way
doing?
They were in football,
Football
practice
practice.
for 3 hours.
There's no way it's football practice till 9 o'clock at
Grinding
night.
nowadays,
No
yeah.
chance in hell.
Training
Not a
nowadays
9
is
years old,
insane.
no chance. None. Zero chance.
Oh,
You just
man.
got duped. That
all
is
good.
wild.
It's all good.
It's so weird to me. Anyway, we got the tailgate party coming up for the Razorbacks. I kind of buried the lead. We should be talking about tickets. We've got tickets to the Razorback game,
Yeah.
Arkansas and UAPB. It's brought to you by our friends at Oaklawn Sports. By the way, Zach and I are getting ready to do the first podcast of the season.
Ooh.
Oaklawn Game Day.
Today?
Yep.
Nice.
It'll air tomorrow. Excited about it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Thank you to Double B's for hosting us. We're right behind their place on Fair Park and Markham. Come by and see us. We're going to open the gates at 10. We're going to have food a couple different times. I think Pettis Farm and Grill is doing food around lunchtime, and then we're going to have some hot dogs later on, thanks to Petty Jean and our friends at, let me double-check that. Better not say that. We got hot dogs coming. Fence World, Hug and Haul. Appreciate Arkansas Tents and Tables, Arkansas Portable Toilets, and Bud Light and Neutral Vodka Seltzer, because guess what, Christian? By then we'll be taking in calories again. I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of that, and then I got to mention one other thing before we hit the break, and I'm going to get a little sidetracked probably on occasion. Christian and I are doing this 103.7 hour fast. We started at 6 o'clock on Sunday, so that makes us 36 plus 4, 40 hours in now. 40 and change.
Y'all are rocking.
So we're 40 hours in. Once I hit the halfway mark, I'll feel a lot better. So
We're almost there.
yeah, maybe a little bit dumb before the day is over.
It
Dumber.
seems like you're not halfway there, though. It's only been a day and some change, but I guess,
Well, it's a full day. It's really more like a day and a half because we started Sunday night.
yeah.
I actually started a little bit earlier than 6.
okay.
It was like 5:30, but
Mine was 5:45 when I finished my ice cream, probably, if we're going to split hairs. What I was going to say is that we have tickets to go see Chris Stapleton this Thursday at the arena, at Simmons Bank Arena. So if you would like to win those tickets, we have them.
Wow.
So
That's a
listen
big
today.
win.
We have Stapleton tickets and Razorback tickets.
That's awesome.
Thursday this week, Thursday next week. Got you covered.
It's awesome.
Tell Trent to listen if he wants some more free crap.
Oh, love my neighbors.
I love Trent. That's just weird.
It was funny. He knew what he was doing.
I would call you and go, hey, do you want to get together? And I'll bring over XYZ, and maybe we could hang out at your place, because I'm not trying to squeeze you into my little apartment. But I wouldn't say, oh, cook me dinner and then send me a bill. I mean, we could just go to why don't we just go to like you guys literally live walking distance to Jim's Razorback Pizza, the sponsor of our Heartline. You could walk over there.
It'll be a long walk.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It's like a half a mile.
Ooh, it's hot. Easy.
So bad. I haven't eaten a calorie in 40 hours, and I walked 2 miles today.
Did you?
Yes.
Nice. I had a little run before we came here. Felt good.
Okay, well, cool.
So I haven't been
You can
drinking.
walk over to the Razorback
You
Pizza.
haven't been eating yet. I think, are we all collectively feel good?
I feel amazing.
Yeah, I feel fine.
God, why don't we do this more often?
Because I'd love to have something to eat and have a drink right now.
Yeah. I would taper yours.
I mean, you're bringing up your chicken fettuccine Alfredo right now.
It does sound amazing.
It's well, you've had it.
Yeah, it was
it's
good.
incredible.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's fantastic. I've never had any better at a restaurant. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So good.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Did you have any leftovers?
No, it was all gone, and I made a lot, which I'm glad everybody ate it all.
I gotta come over for noodle making excursion one of these days.
Come make some noodles with me.
I found my pasta
little thingy.
Yeah, the crank to
crank
do
it.
noodles. Yeah, I've never used it. I need to use it.
Oh, it's so much better.
The only thing I make is my manicotti shells. Everything else I just buy, but I need to.
And I don't know if I'm just in my head about it, but I do think they are better fresh.
Fresh pasta is 1,000 times better. That's
Okay.
what made. I mean, your chicken was great,
Yeah.
really, really great.
Yeah,
But the pasta noodles were just insane.
perfect. I like the consistency.
Yeah. Let's talk
I'm
more
on
about the
this.
food. This is
Yeah.
really great. Really great fun. I can't wait to eat in 3 days. It's gonna be awesome. It's 10:26. Be back with something.
Walt Coleman on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Sigma Supply, now a part of Brady Plus. If you're not using Sigma Supply, you got low-grade product, man.
This is SportsCenter.
A rare busy Monday in Major League Baseball. Several games across the day. The Diamondbacks continue to build their lead in the wild card with a 9-6 win over the Marlins. The Reds beat the Blue Jays 6-3. The Mets walk off the Orioles 4-3 thanks to a Francisco Alvarez home run. The Rangers beat the Pirates 4-3 as well. Royals top the Angels 5-3. Astros beat the Red Sox 5-4. The Padres beat the Twins 5-3. The Athletics blanked the Rays 3-0. The Giants beat the White Sox 5-3. And the Dodgers beat the Mariners 3-0. And in the NFL, Commanders' first-round pick Jaden Daniels has been named the starting quarterback. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network. Your change can help families of hospitalized children at Ronald McDonald House. Just ask to round up for RMHC when you place your order anytime you're at McDonald's. This way, families of critically ill children at Ronald McDonald House can stay at no cost while their child is receiving life-saving care at a local hospital. All of that change stays right here in Little Rock. So next time you're at McDonald's, ask to round up for RMHC. You'll be leaving with so much more than just a meal.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free player's card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible on August 31st.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Psst. Hey, it's me, the voice from the back seat. You know, the one you listen to when you're driving around town? Take a left right here. Stop asking me why your truck seat is more comfortable than the seat in your house. You know all the comfort you want is at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and their Labor Day sale. You could save up to 50% on that recliner you want, or 30% on that sectional she likes. How about the three of us go to Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor's Labor Day sale? Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater Holton Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
You're back in the zone. You never know when DJ Williams will tell us a story about his playing days.
I made a mistake one time and said something just goofing around, and the reporter took it serious.
What was it?
Wrestling cows in the off-season for training.
Oh, that's amazing.
I took it seriously.
Yeah, the second year at Green Bay. And he noticed, and I really did put in the work. He said, man, this off-season, you can tell you've really been doing big things. What have you done in the off-season? I've been doing wrestling cows back in Arkansas.
Let's see if we can get one today.
Liar! Sit on the throne of lies, Williams. It's a lot. I'll tell you what I'm not going to be lying about. I need to go ahead and make a trip out to Russell Chevrolet myself. Putting old Tahoe out to pasture with that cow I wrestled back in 2012. Oh, seriously, though, y'all go head out to go see my friends at Russell Chevrolet. Hey, let's go ahead and make a date, and we go out there myself and look of a new vehicle myself. And they got a great lineup, all types of trucks, SUVs, cars. They got them all ready to go for you. It could be a Tahoe. The tracks are really popular. And talk about that Silverado right now on that Silverado for the entire month here of August. They're offering a great deal, 5.9% financing. And that's for 84 months. Make sure you get out there, check that out. It's on the lot right now, and it looks good. Now, also, too, when it comes to their used cars, they got them all priced to move. Very, very, very great prices when it comes to everything that they have on their lot. And the thing about it is, genuine people from top to bottom. They always say once you go to a Russell Chevrolet, you're always going to run into a Russell. It's been a family-owned business since 1963 in the community of Sherwood over there in North Little Rock. Like I said, go check them out for yourself. Great people. Now, if you need to see what they have on that lot and inventory, you can just go to russellchevrolet.com to check out the entire list and see what they have to offer. Great deals. I actually looked at it last night because I know it's about time for me to head out even myself. So go visit my friends, that is, at Russell Chevrolet.
So I told you guys we're going to do the Oakland Game Day podcast this week. Ollie Gordon, who led the nation in rushing last year, is not the favorite to lead the Big 12 in rushing this year, which I thought was weird. I think it's a kid from Kansas.
I'm about to say Kansas State?
Kansas. There's a kid from Kansas State, second pick, I think.
Okay.
I'll have to double-check those numbers. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. He was named first-team All-American in the preseason, though, along with a kid named Omarion Hampton, who's at North Carolina. Arkansas was not represented on the first team, shockingly. Does that surprise you?
No.
Okay. Quarterback, can you guys name who the first-team quarterback was, preseason All-American?
Carson Beck.
Very good call. Georgia's quarterback, absolutely. Tight end, Colston Loveland from Michigan. DJ.
Okay.
You'll be hearing a lot about him on Fridays.
Yeah.
Or maybe you won't because you'll be busy. Travis Hunter was named all-purpose player, first-team All-American. And the kicker's from Alabama. How ironic. Remember all the years that Alabama had crappy kickers and still was contending for national titles? Defensively, Harold Perkins is back. My God, go to the NFL already.
I know, right?
Jeez Louise.
What year is he?
Third.
This is his third, yeah.
He's only his third year. I feel like he's been there forever.
Get out. He's been in a place for 5 years. Yeah, they got a kid from Malachi Starks, third-year safety from Georgia's on there. There's a fifth-year defensive back, Xavier Watts from Notre Dame. I was looking at Florida State, too. You know, Florida State's playing the opener against Georgia Tech in Ireland. They've got almost everybody back, but I forgot that their quarterback this year was DJ Uiagalelei.
I did, too. I forgot that as well.
And his numbers the last couple of years, last year at Clemson and last year when he played at
Oregon State.
Yes. Were pretty good.
Yeah, he had a solid year last year.
He doesn't throw for a ton of yards, but he doesn't turn it over a bunch. I would think under Mike Norvell, he could be pretty good. And they've got their entire offensive line back. They've got a lot back defensive. I think 8 or 9 guys back defensively. Florida State's pretty salty. I was reading a couple of predictions, and people were picking them to handle Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's got a lot back, too, though, and Georgia Tech almost beat them last year, if you remember, early in the season. Obviously, this is a little different game. It's a different year, all that, but I think the line's like 11 or 12. It seemed like a lot to me. I don't know. Second team, Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, the sixth-year quarterback.
Yeah.
Who you like Oregon State or Ohio State better? I mean, Oregon or Ohio State better?
Oregon.
Then Ohio State?
Mm-hmm. They're both top 5 teams, top 10 teams.
No, I thought you meant like in general.
Oh,
no, you mean like this year?
No, who do you think? Yeah, you like Ohio State better?
Yeah.
Okay, Oregon's picked second, I think, in the Big Ten though behind them. Should be a good match. I'm assuming they're playing each other. I haven't looked at their schedules. See if there's anybody else in here that's notable. Blah 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 blah. Did you know that A&M and Notre Dame are playing in week 2? I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
Big game.
Notre Dame at A&M. What do you think about that? What's your gut tell you on that one?
Is that week 2? Is it their first game of the year?
Second game.
A&M has somebody the first week. Who is that? It's going to be a good game, a telling game.
I'll tell you what's an interesting one is Oklahoma State's got the two-time defending national champions at the FCS level, South Dakota State.
You think they're going to give them all the
You show up jacking around with the Jackrabbits, they will kick you in your face.
Let me look.
You better be ready.
It is Texas A&M's first game.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Dame.
Oh, it's their first game.
Yeah, it's their first game.
Is it Notre Dame's first game?
Let me look. It is Notre Dame's first game. It's week 1.
Oh, it is. Okay, I thought it was week 2. All right, well, good. I stand corrected.
So good.
Or sit. Oh, yeah, because it's the weekend that Arkansas plays. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's the second weekend of games, but it's their first game.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think that'll be the game of the week.
Who do you like? I think it's in Georgia Clemson that week, too, though.
That's not a neutral site?
No, it's at A&M.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? What's your gut tell you?
My gut tells me Notre Dame.
I think so, too.
I hope.
That was my initial.
I like their quarterback, Riley Leonard. He was at Duke last year before he got hurt. Duke was rolling.
That was my initial reaction, too, Christian. Obviously, A&M's not an easy place to play by any stretch of the imagination, but I think with the coaching changes, and not to say that Elko's not a great coach, I'm sure he is fantastic. Is that weird? He's facing his old quarterback.
Yeah, that is. I didn't
think about that until just now.
What's the line on that?
It's like 2 or 3.
Texas A&M the favorite because they're at home?
I want to say maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think I really like Notre Dame.
I do too.
Okay. DJ, you're the football expert.
I think anyone who makes predictions for week 1 with how the landscape of college football is nowadays,
there is a lot of movement, but
there's going to be a lot of people who says you said this and you said that. We're like, well, I mean, we can guess all we want.
Are you going to favor teams that have a lot of guys back, like Oklahoma State, like Florida State?
I will favor consistency. Michigan,
yeah. Michigan's got a new coach, so it's a little different. Although he's not a new coach. He's
Texas, Ole Miss, LSU.
Mm-hmm. By the way,
Alabama.
Quinshon Judkins over under is like 800 yards.
You're going to be sharing the ball.
They got quite a few backs.
Yeah.
Load management and more money over there.
Might get that in 3 games. Running behind that big offensive line.
Yeah.
You may clown. I got a couple of, this is weird, I know, on this day, it's August 20th, and the Olympics just ended, but I have some Olympic stories. Remember how Dr. Dre was on that podcast talking about how he wants to try to make the archery team in 4 years? Well, apparently somebody wants to help him out. California's archery savant Justin Huish, Huish, cool name, spoke to TMZ Sports about potentially trading Dr. Dre with the goal of getting him to the Olympic Games. He thinks it's possible that he could thrive. Archery is kind of like golf. Anyone can do it at any age. Tell me about it now. I'm still struggling. There's not really an age limit. I'm going to be 50 years old myself, and I'm still competing at a high level. We've had times where someone has made the team where someone isn't in the archery team in years past. Okay? That would be a cool story. Don't forget about Dre.
The archery community has been making a push lately to add more of the skill of archery to the Olympics. They just stand there, they aim 70 yards out, boom. It's impressive.
Sure.
There's some other archery folks out there that are doing some really, really cool stuff. Horseback riding archery.
That's what I was thinking.
Speed shooting, where, they're shooting 3 arrows in less than 5 seconds. Just, zoom, zoom, zoom. I mean, it's awesome, and they're accurate.
Yeah.
Sliding, boom. That's the type of archery I'd like to see.
Why don't we have, recurve there, too?
I'll tell you, what they ought to have, honestly, I think, is multiple targets at different distances.
Yes, speed-wise.
Sure.
5 targets, 10 seconds. It'd be amazing.
It'd be incredible.
Oh, my gosh.
I agree. That'd be way better TV.
It would be.
I'm in on the Mongolian riding the horse.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Shooting arrows.
Is that a thing?
Yes. I'll send you a video of this, a follow-up page.
Do people compete?
I don't know if there's like a organization that compete against each other, but these may be some
sounds like
some weird
sounds like X Games or sounds like something on Chive TV. There's nothing wrong with it. That's
I'll
impressive.
send you some stuff. It does look very impressive.
If they're not competing in that, though, I think that's weird. But I think multiple targets in a certain time frame, like you said, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia Newman, you know who that is?
No.
She's the Canadian pole vaulter who got a medal for Canada. It's the first medal they've ever gotten, I think, in pole vaulting. Bronze. And I think I mentioned this before, that she has an OnlyFans page.
You remember you saying that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She says it's been wild.
What does she, teach pole vaulting techniques on there?
No, DJ. She does OnlyFans things on there. I can't say a real number. The only reason I'm not saying as we speak, numbers are being added. She says she's been showing them her medal up close to her longtime followers on OnlyFans. She's added 20,000 plus new subscribers. Her rate's $7.79 a subscription, so she's made over $150,000 already.
What's her name?
Alicia Newman, Alysha. I don't know what she does on there, but is this the future of female athletes? Or some of them that want to do it, I guess? Does this diminish your level of impressed, I guess, I don't know how I want to say this, but does that diminish it at all?
It doesn't have anything to do with their sport.
Yeah.
If she's still good at her sport, then who cares?
It is weird, though.
I think it's just, when it comes to that, it's just a morality thing, if it bothers you or not.
Yeah, I don't want to call it weird. That's not the right thing. Look, athletes have traded on their looks for a long time, guys and girls.
Yeah.
So what exactly she's doing on her OnlyFans page, I don't know.
I would say it's to what level.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing on there.
And I'll be honest, for me, I know I'll probably get a little heat from people who feel passionate about it. But, Ebony. Love Ebony. That's my girl. If she had an OnlyFans account.
It's an odd segue.
I'd be like, hey, good for you. You do your thing. It's just not for me.
Would you really?
Yes.
Your girlfriend?
I would say it's not for me. She wouldn't be my girlfriend anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. I know, I respect, hey, people get your grind, you do your hustle and do all this, that, and the third. I just think.
This, that, and the third.
It'd be nice to have something that's just for your significant other, right?
Yeah. That's not a jam either. Did you remember did you guys ever watch Entourage?
No.
I know where you're going with this, but no.
Yeah. Vinny Chase, who's a famous movie star, he started dating this girl who was an adult film star, and then he's like, so you're going to quit now, right? And she's like, no, I'm not going to quit now.
He knew what he was getting into.
It's my job.
Yeah, he knew what he was getting into.
Let's move on. Let's talk about, man, I got so many things here. I thought I had one other.
I got more Olympic news. Since
Talk
we're staying on that. Jordan Childs.
What about her?
She says she ain't giving the bronze medal back. She's keeping it. So they had to make they made another one for the Romanian, and they're going to have a ceremony for her with a second bronze medal. She said she's keeping it for a symbolic gesture.
This whole thing is
That's
so
how they
ridiculous.
messed up.
Yeah, it's so dumb. This is interesting. I've heard debates about this over the years. Actually, Pigskin and I have discussed this over the years about people who think gambling's terrible, but they play the stock market on the regular.
Ooh,
it's like
that's a good point.
You're just gambling, just differently.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit different, but not really.
At the root of it?
Yeah. Apparently, Americans are yanking money out of their stock accounts to bet online. And I think there is a synergy there, I think, for guys who have, or a lot of guys who've heavily invested in the market, who think they're really, really smarter than everybody else, like to seek out information to get an edge.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gambling is, isn't it? That's what sports gambling is.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. But it does seem like an odd move. Like, if you have extra money you want to spend over there, that's fine. But I would think, keep your money in the market. Because here's the thing. The difference is, when you lose in the market, it could come back.
Yeah.
If you lose the game,
that's a wrap.
It's over.
Yeah, that's it.
That money's gone. Poof! Up in smoke. All right, the other thing I was going to ask, question of the day today, Christian, how do we phrase this exactly? I was reading a story on Barstool about a guy who was at a table, and he sat down at a blackjack table with his buddy, and there were 3 other guys already sitting there. And one of the guys at the table was pretty dumb, the way he played. So, like, he would, the dealer would have a 10 up, and he would have a 5 or a 4, and he'd be like, nah, I'm not feeling it, man. And he would, like, if there's any chance of busting, the guy wouldn't do it.
Wow. He wouldn't bust with a 5 and a 4, but
no, if he had a 5 or a 4, like if he had 15 or 14, he's like, I'm not feeling it. And then the dealer, of course, would beat the table and everybody be mad. So it happened apparently multiple times, and the guy finally, he's like, after biting my tongue repeatedly, I finally was like, dude, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, that's just how I play. And he's like, I tried to let it go and I couldn't do it. So then the guy gets up, walks away, and the other two guys, apparently they find out, were with that guy, and that guy was on his bachelor party. And they're like, we were happy that he left too. So the dealer's like, yeah, he was killing your table. So apparently the guy left, and they started killing it. Now, I try to be kind of cool about it because I'm like, well, whatever card you take, it's going to change the way things play out, right? It's going to affect everything behind it. But I'm also like an optimist, and I try to think, well, maybe if you screwed it up, it could help somebody down the road too.
Mm-hmm.
But it is frustrating watching someone do dumb things.
Yeah.
Like we talk about splitting tens or stupid stuff like that. It's like
splitting sixes. Yeah.
I watched
like, what is happening?
I watched the dude hit on 19 one time.
Soft 19? Or
No.
not a soft 19.
No, hard 19. Yeah, 19 and 19.
No.
Yes.
Like a ace and a 8?
No, a hard 19.
Oh.
19. And he was a little
Yeah.
in it, and the dealer's like, and then he hits him and he busts. He's like, "What? Wah!" And he's like, "I didn't." And we're like, "No, you did."
Yeah.
He's like, "I didn't say hit." We're like, "He did. You did. You hit on 19 because you're dumb and you're drunk."
Yeah.
And then the pit boss came over and he made a whole scene. The pit boss was like, "Just give him his money back." And we're like, "See, you're too stupid to lose. Look at you."
Wow, they gave him his money back?
Yeah, they didn't let him win, but they gave him his initial bet back.
Oh, when he hit a 19?
Because nobody in their right mind
would hit it
or
on
drunk
19.
mind would hit
Yeah.
on 19 against anything.
No, I get it.
It's pretty baller, though, if you do it
If
and win.
I play blackjack and there's this, like, I'm not sure what to do, I'll ask the table, be like, hey, you cool if I hit this? Sometimes they would say, no, don't do that. Say, hey, do you?
I don't say, are you cool if I hit this? I ask the dealer, what's the book say? What's the strategy say? There's a clear-cut, defined strategy on what to do in every scenario.
But he's not accounting for me trying to count I don't count cards. I'm not smart enough for that.
It's hilarious. Nice job, Ben Affleck. Nice try. So that's our question today. Do you get mad at people when they don't play basic strategy, yes or no? Right?
Right.
Okay. It is like I can tolerate it for a little bit, but man, it does get under my skin. I'm like, ooh, that's so dumb.
And then when it hits you, if they're like the first one, and then you can see it trickle all the way down.
Yeah. Or if they're playing like third base, the last spot, and it's like the last person that's going to go before the dealer.
You take away the dealer's bus card.
Oh, I kill you. I kill you.
Or if, like, even if it's not like blackjack, like another card game like cribbage, and people are playing the wrong way, like even if I'm facing them and it's to my benefit, I get a little upset. It's like, how do you miss that? It's easy. It's like you miss the 15. It's very easy.
Oh, it's like me playing spades with somebody who doesn't
We don't
know how
let
to play
peop-
spades.
Yeah. Well, in cribbage, we don't let people miscount. Like if you miss a 15, we'll tell you like, hey, you missed one there.
But I mean, you can say muggins and take the points.
I've never even heard of this game. Y'all are speaking a different language to me.
It's really a Midwestern game.
Did you say cribbins and muggins?
Cribbage.
Cribbage and muggins?
Muggins is a thing you do apparently during cribbage. We don't ever do that.
Oh. You just say,
You
hey,
steal their
missed those.
points. Oh, you missed those. Those are mine now?
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
you mug somebody? Like you're mugging them?
It sounds like it.
Take their stuff?
We've never done that. I've never played that way. I've been
So
playing
if they
since I was.
miss, you just don't get those points.
No, we say, hey, you missed a 4 and a 5 and a 6. Don't forget about that. It's 15 more. Yeah, I guess we play on the up and up.
Yard two
Too nice? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe so. We don't play cutthroat cribbage like you do. We should play. I love cribbage.
I do too.
Never heard of
it. There's strategy, but it's also there's some luck involved with what cards you
100%.
Yeah.
My grandpa used to say that when he was kicking my teeth. He'd be like, that's 90% luck. Sure it is, Gramps. You bet. What's up, Birdman?
Hey, Justin. Guys, I was listening to you talk about your diet, and an actor that we all know famously who gained weight was Robert De Niro for a couple of roles that he did. But he actually did a movie in Arkansas, 1969, called Bloody Mama, and he went on a crash diet, and all he did was water and vitamins. And they were so concerned about him. Shelley Winters was the star. She said she went and talked to him. She said, Bobby, honey, it's a movie and it's important, but it's not worth dying for. And he responded to her by saying, of course it is.
No.
But that was when he was very young and intense. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you, if you start seeing things or hearing voices, as soon as you get back on food, that should go away. So good luck to you on that, my friend.
Yes, thanks. Appreciate it.
It'll go away, Justin.
I got to say, I'm not as committed as Robert De Niro was. I'm
It's not
going
worth
to
dying
eat when
for.
my time is up.
Well, the other thing is, too, we're doing it for no apparent reason. We're not doing it for a role that's going to pay
y'all
us
said y'all want to lose the weight.
a lot of money.
It's already
The
happening.
Christian Bale one is for the Machinist.
Didn't he just eat an apple a day?
It's like he was so skinny.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Well, how about what's his name do for
Chris Hemsworth had to get real skinny.
No. What's his name do for
Matthew McConaughey? Jared Leto.
That's the one.
See, I was getting there.
Requiem for a Dream?
No.
Oh.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers Club.
There
See, I'm getting there.
You got there eventually.
You got to give me a break. My brain is not functioning at full capacity, and it's not usually that quick anyway.
Christian Bale also put on a ton of weight to play Dick Cheney in Vice.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have to be super skinny for a role than be fat because I can chub back up and it'll be kind of enjoyable, but trying to grind that weight back off is going to suck.
Yeah.
Oof. Anyway. Okay. Well, wish us luck. We're doing the best we can over here. It's 10:50. You're in the zone. Are we having fun or what? It's a terrific Tuesday, isn't it?
Let's get it, yes.
What a beautiful day. I actually had to put a long sleeve shirt on this morning to go for my run walk. Yeah, I was like, it's chilly out here.
Oh, it's coming.
Plus, when you're not eating, like I was freezing last night.
You got the chills?
Oh yeah, I had to go turn the air back up, like where I normally sleep.
Oh, your body's just.
My body's
is that ketosis?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's like, hey, dum go turn the heat up.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
O'Reilly Auto Parts offers more than just the right parts for your repair. Our professional parts people can also test your battery, install your new wiper blades, and even diagnose your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan for free. For the best service, advice, auto parts, and accessories, stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Cabot on Bill Foster Memorial Highway across from Pinnacle Structures.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
This is the Pigskin Preacher bringing you the word. In the days of the Wild West, the stagecoach was the preferred mode of travel. It was dangerous, especially because of highway bandits and hostile natives. To protect the stagecoach, the person sitting next to the driver had to be armed with a shotgun. After automobiles were invented, the front passenger seat became known as riding shotgun. Bring whoever is riding shotgun with you by Doublebee's and treat them to a delicious lunch. Pizza, chicken, catfish, corn dogs, we have it all. You'll be a hero and save a lot of money. And let them choose from a dazzling display of drinks to quench their thirst in the Arkansas humidity. The Doublebee's family has a job for you. Go to Doublebees.com and apply online for a new gig. Doublebees. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds, Hayden Henry will join us. The former Razorback linebacker will be joining us every Tuesday in the fall to talk Razorback football. We'll get his thoughts on the Razorback season. Also coming up, Coach Z will join us. Matt Zimmerman, talk a little hoops with him. Plus, we're talking high school football. We'll continue our discussion of the 5A Central. All that and a whole lot more coming up Tuesday on Out of Bounds.
The Zone has a little bit of everything. Looks, DJ Williams. Confidence, DJ Williams. Athletic ability, DJ Williams. Brains, Christian Weaver. Oh, and Justin Acri is on the show, too. Now, let's get into the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio and see what the guys have for us today.
Ha ha ha. It's 10:54. Welcome back. Let's get to it, shall we? We've got some D3 Auto Sales text line offerings. You can hit us up at 501-661-1037. Also, True Service Community Federal Credit Union. Life and feedback. Here we go. This is from the D3 Auto Sales text line. DJ Sounds like maybe your water pump has gone out. They get old, and the heat doesn't help that a lot. DJ, there you go. Easy fix. Maybe your old girl's got a few more miles on her.
Water pump, huh?
Water pump,
Okay.
OnlyFans, or fans only, as this guy says, is just another form of prostitution. You can dress it up however you like. But the truth is, it is what it is. It's trash.
I think there's people on there that don't have sex or anything. Like, they're just naked. Oh, and there's some people that aren't even naked on there.
Yes.
I just hate it's not used what it was meant for, what it was built for.
OnlyFans?
No,
Yes.
I think they built it for a specific reason and then marketed it as another reason. I think.
You know, at first was like,
hi, I'm Justin. Thanks for tuning in.
hey, I cook a lot. Here's some tutorials. Sign up for my OnlyFans, and you can see the recipes and me walk you through it. That's how it started.
Naked cooking?
Then somebody's like, let me throw something else on here and see if people will pay for it.
Rebecca says, my husband gets irritated with others who don't play blackjack right. It's like they think they're playing against the other players instead of playing against the dealer. If the person at third base screws up, he really gets irritated, and he'll leave the table. That happens. Does happen. I do feel bad, like, when you're beating up a guy who's on his bachelor party, but if you're too stupid to not know how to play blackjack, bro, I mean, come on. And then if you get called out, he's like, come on. But some people are like, it's my money. I saw some dudes almost get in a fight one night at a casino.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not just your money, though.
Yeah, because this dude was playing $100, like he had stacks of $100 chips, and the other guy was playing like $10 a hand, and I was like, that's your bad for sitting at his table, dude.
Yeah.
I definitely had an old lady yell at me for stealing her car. It says, this guy from the 501, that's awesome.
Stealing her car. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they'll let you know.
Strategy, like our last several years in football, no better than that. From the 501, I typically don't get a chance to listen to the Touchdown Club on radio on Mondays, but I always watch it on YouTube when I get home. I guess last night was the first time I've ever seen the Pigskin Preacher. He doesn't look like what I thought he would look like. I expected him to be an old fat man for some reason. He's a relatively young fat... No, I'm kidding.
Somebody else said that to me, too, that they didn't expect him to look like that. Why was he sitting up there? Did he say the prayer or something?
I don't know. He likes to go. This person says, yeah, and Grindr was intended for people who love sandwiches.
Who were all the people sitting up there?
I don't have any idea.
Okay.
I didn't go in there, really.
Okay.
I went in there and got a coffee, but I was just trying to get back to my seat and not fall down. You guys have any you guys got any minor league stars in Hagen Smith? You guys got any minor league stars in Hagen Smith?
I saw he got assigned to high A or something the other day. I don't know what the question was asking, but...
Dan Enos is an offensive analyst of Florida. Okay, who do you think will have a better year? Central Florida or Florida?
Ooh.
Central Florida's picked third or fourth in the 12, I think.
Yeah, I'd go UCF.
Yeah. Easier road.
Confidence comes with retirement. Okay. Who retired?
Smith will make his first start on Saturday for Winston-Salem Dash.
Oh, we're talking about Hagen Smith. Sorry, we're all over the place. Okay, cool. It's 10:57. That means we're almost up against
it. Is the WNBA going on right now?
Yeah, they're back.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Well, they took the Olympic break.
Oh, okay.
So now they're back.
Mike says, if you name your car or you call your car she, then you are the scum of the earth.
Oh, Betty? What do you call your car?
I've never named my car a guy.
Yeah, usually it's a girl.
I never named a
I
girl.
think everything is named a girl. I don't know why.
You've seen Girl or Gone in 60 Seconds? They were all girl names.
Yeah.
I just never named a car.
Scum of the earth. Who's this guy out here fighting crime? Who's up?
Got Batman on the Life and Fever.
This is a scum of the earth.
He said you were below the guys who don't put their shopping carts back. That's a little bit.
Woo!
That's fighting words right
aggressive.
there. Nonsense. More from Sam Pittman coming up. Volleyball getting some love for Arkansas. And some changes coming to the world of college football for the upcoming season. We'll get to that. Entertainment, birthdays. Got a couple of guests coming up, including Eli Cranor, who's got another book suggestion for you if you read.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Chicago-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
Get your picks in now for the Bud White SEC Pick'em Challenge. You could win a 50-inch TV. Go to 1037thebuzz.com to register.
The countdown is on. 9 days until Razorbacks football. On your home for the Hogs in Central Arkansas. 1037 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The Little Rock School Board is working on plans for a transition to new leadership. The meeting stems from Dr. Jamal Wright's resignation announcement. During the public comment portion, many asked for both Wright and the board to reconsider in the best interest of the students and community. Then the school board went into a closed-door executive session to talk about the resignation, a plan for the future, and potential to punish a board member for their actions during public comments. No decisions were made. Day one of the Democratic National Convention wrapped up Monday in Chicago. A few names with ties to Arkansas are expected to speak at the DNC this week. Hillary Clinton addressed the crowd Monday. Former President Bill Clinton is expected to speak Wednesday. The Arkansas Democratic delegation is also in attendance. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny and a beautiful day. Temperatures will top out in the upper 80s. Little Rock will get to 88 degrees, and the humidity will be dropping throughout the day. Tonight, with a clear sky, it'll be even cooler than what it was this morning. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Find your next family SUV at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You can count on the stylish, reliable Chevy Equinox, ranked #1 for long-term dependability among compact SUVs. Or get behind the wheel of the rugged, roomy Chevy Tahoe, perfect for all your family's adventures on the road ahead. Let the journey begin. For a family SUV that goes the distance, head to Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville at 1301 TP White Drive. Use the new 10A exit to reach them from Little Rock. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. Psst, hey, it's me, the voice from the backseat. You know, the one you listen to when you're driving around town? Take a left right here. Stop asking me why your truck seat is more comfortable than the seat in your house. You know all the comfort you want is at Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and their Labor Day sale. You could save up to 50% on that recliner you want, or 30% on that sectional she likes. How about the three of us go to Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor's Labor Day sale? Shackelford Galleries of Little Rock. Long live the lazy.
Pay attention. This happens fast. Routine, scheduled, maintenance. You know it's coming one day, but that day's in the future. Then the future comes, and your wallet's not ready for that $250 maintenance. But your forklift is. It needs it. Good thing you're smart. You're buying a used forklift from Medley Equipment Company this summer, and its first planned maintenance will be free because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Jeff Tefts. Visit medleycompany.com or come see us at 121 House Court, North Little Rock, Arkansas.
It's time to talk about your new best friend this fall, Family Market. Whether you're gearing up for that tailgate or just need to stock up for the game, Family Market is the only stop you'll need. And guess what? Now you can fuel up at all their stores. With the Family Market Rewards Card, you'll save money at the pump. Because who likes paying full price? No one, not nobody. Get your card today at their stores in Pangburn, Malvern, and Shannon Hills, and start saving on groceries too. And don't forget about Big Mondays, mid-grade fuel for the price of unleaded, and Fill Up Fridays. That's 10 cents off a gallon with your rewards card. So why go anywhere else? Family Market's got you covered.
What happens to your money when you die?
Join GenWealth Financial Advisors for a free workshop on September 17th with special guest estate planning attorney Chris Rippey. You'll learn why having a will isn't enough, 5 modern-day grave robbers that could hurt your family, and how estate planning is only one component of financial independence. Seating is limited. Call 866-653-PLAN to reserve your spot. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and GenWealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Beat the summer heat with a cool cash payout. The new $350,000 cash payout scratch-off ticket from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is on sale now. And it's loaded with over $12 million in prizes of $100 or more. That means big wins happen more often, and you could be next. Try the new $350,000 cash payout ticket today. Play, scratch, and win. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Join 1037 The Buzz, broadcasting live from the Little Rock Athletic Club for the Pickleball Best of the Best State Championship. Morning Mayhem gets it kicked off on Thursday, and don't miss the Zone on Friday. And it's all presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
You're in the Zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned.
Okie dokie. It is 11:07. Welcome back in the Zone on a terrific Tuesday with DJ Williams and Christian Weaver. I'm Justin Acri. Appreciate you being with us. We're going to dive in on the Red-White Report momentarily. A little more from Sam Pittman. Volleyball in the news at Arkansas. And who do you think is faster, Taylor Green or Isaiah Satania? Sam Pittman says, run it off. Yesterday you said, wait a minute. Sticking up for Coach's take.
I did?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You said long stride. Yes, you did.
I said he's got a long stride, but I said Isaiah would argue that point.
Yes, he definitely would argue that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Who do you think would win between Tyreek Hill and Noah Lyles on a 60?
Stop.
In a 60?
Oh, 60? Still Noah.
Still think?
Yeah. I hate it, but
I don't know. Tyreek got more twitch.
I get it. And he's fast. He has world-class speed, no doubt about it.
I saw him running in a track and field event. There showed some videos out the other day. Dude can go. In a 200, he was moving.
200, he's extremely fast. For more impressive for how, I would say, short his legs are compared to everyone else, for sure.
Noah Lyles is not a particularly tall sprinter, though, right?
Taller. How tall? Let's see the size-wise.
Like, Usain Bolt's tall.
Yeah.
Linford Christie, remember him, the British?
Exceptionally
he's
tall.
Very tall dude.
No, Lyles looks like he's like 5'6". I could be wrong.
I would say he looks he's about 5'11", maybe 6 foot.
I thought I was thinking 6 footish. And what's Tyreek? 5'11", 5'10"?
No, he's like 5'8".
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see him, DJ. He's too fast. So
is that what it is?
He needs to slow down.
I mean, who knows? It's all on the start. Yeah, if you're going to have a shot, for sure the 60, but 100, no shot.
Yeah, maybe not in the 100, but that wouldn't be what I would do. Let me get JW in here, and then we'll do the Red White Report. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. Hey, I got a question for you. This goes for the receivers, too, but I got a tight end question since DJ's in there.
Yeah.
All right, when Luke went down last year, Ty Washington came in, and I thought dude was phenomenal. He was just as good, if you ask me, because he got open a lot. He caught everything. My question is, when you have a guy like Luke, Washington, Gum, and they can all catch, they can all do, what separates them? What does Bobby Petrino say, okay, I'm going to play that guy over that guy? How does that work when you have so many good receivers and tight ends? What does it take to get on the field and fill that playing time? And I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
It's a great question.
That is a phenomenal question.
I don't know if it was that good. It was pretty good.
There's always an edge that they would see in practice that sometimes we may not see in a game. No, I was really impressed with Ty Washington last year. Now, the thing is, yeah, it's going to be a very tough spot for a coach to figure out how to get these guys both on the field. And some weeks it's just going to come down. This is where it's good. If you can have players bought in and stick around and not want more playing time here or there and transfer it. But depending on the week and the personnel of the defense, they may not match up well with two tight ends on the field. So the game plan is going to be, all right, load up, guys. You have other teams who have bigger bodies in the secondary and in the linebacking core where you can outmatch them with speed. And so it's a great situation for a coordinator if he can have everybody on the same page and all bought in and understanding we have enough personnel options to do what we need to do specifically for this team. But yeah, I mean, it's tough when you come down to the week where it's just going to be one tight end on the field. Who's going to be your go-to guy? Right now it is Luke. And what we saw in JW's point, when Ty came on, I was just like, whoa now.
Mm-hmm.
Luke, you better watch out.
Yeah.
Well,
and Gumps was really productive at North Texas before he came over.
Yes, and he did well last year, and I've heard great things about him this year. So it's an interesting problem, but I will say this. As a player, they know who's got the edge.
Yeah.
And you compete to try to take over that edge. And I will say this with Coach Petrino, he'll give it to who wins week by week. I mean, there was in my senior year, I kind of got a little complacent. Greg outperformed me in practice that week, and it became like a little 2-week trend, and I lost my starting spot. And he started. Now, it didn't last long. But so the competition is real, and I think it'll push each other to be better. But I will say this, Coach Petrino will find ways to get them on the field as much as possible.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Point S Tires. Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up the hill. Check them out online at pointstire.com.
A lot of talk about the linebackers yesterday. At least we asked about them, and Coach offered up some thoughts on it. He's excited about this group, and we heard it from the defensive coordinator. We heard it from some offensive guys about how good the linebackers are playing. Man, it's a good-looking group. Got so many, can't even...
Too many.
Got to run a whole different scheme with 4 linebackers. Here's Coach.
I tell you, Brad Spence, we had Brad, and he's really come up with his game. But then we went and got Xavier Story, who fast, great kid, leadership, same boat as these other guys. And we went and got Steven Dix, who's a really good player, and our own state guy, in Switzer. Those 4 guys can all run very big, will knock the hell out of you, and so I really like that group. And then Brad Shaw is a freshman. I don't know how much he'll end up playing this year, but he's going to play because he's a super football player. And so that group, it does tell you a little bit about the portal. And someone doesn't want to be here for whatever reason, hell, just go replace them and quit worrying about it. Get somebody who wants to put the hog on. And that's where I love this football team. I think this is a really good football team that has a lot of good players that know, good character guys that know how to lead and are tough. I just really like the team.
He loves that team.
He likes the team.
I mean,
I'm excited about it.
They're going to be in the same situation, though. I think it'll be easier for the defense to put the guys on the field that deserve it. But that JW question, it's got me. It's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. It's a good problem to have. Got a lot of good guys in that position. But, yeah, how do you separate them?
They know. They know in practice.
Steven Dix, one of the linebackers, Coach mentioned.
I think that's one thing that he mentioned to me when I was on my visit. He wanted to bring in guys that had experience. I mean, I think our linebacker room is, the most talented one that I've probably been around. I'm not going to lie to you. I think we have a lot of talented guys that just, need the opportunity, like, Brad Spence and Sorry, man. Like, those are great players. I think bringing us in just adds to it, creates that depth that you need for a long season here in the SEC. Like they say, it's just different here. And I think that's what's really going to help bring a lot of success to the teams when you have a lot of guys that are able to play, especially in that linebacker room.
He played at Florida State, by the way.
Some talented dudes down there, you're saying?
Yeah, usually.
The University of Arkansas volleyball team has been ranked 19th nationally by the Volleyball Coaches Association preseason top 25. Of course, had a great run last year, the Elite Eight. They are one of 6 teams from the SEC ranked in the AVCA poll, and good luck to them. Among the SEC teams, Texas is number 1, Kentucky's number 9, Florida 11, Tennessee 15, Georgia 25, and Arkansas. Whew, it's nasty. In the SEC coaches poll, Texas was number 1, followed by Kentucky, then at 2, Georgia 4th, Tennessee 5th, Arkansas 8th. Okay, interesting. That doesn't make sense. By comparison, Texas is number 1 in the SEC coaches poll, followed by Kentucky at 2, Georgia 4th. Oh, I see. Kentucky's 9th overall nationally and 2nd in the SEC. Anyway, I'm going way too deep into volleyball. You don't probably. You lost me. Or I lost you. Sorry, I was trying to make sense of that poll. I was very confused the way that was written. Some new things. This is from the Associated Press talking about some things that are coming to college football this year. 12-team playoffs is going to be the big thing, of course. That'll be the big difference. A national championship game will be played January 20th, the longest season in college football history. I say good. Get me into February.
Dang.
Let's have it. Postseason games on campus will be kind of weird. That'll be a new thing. That's cool. I'm used to that with FCS, but not with the FBS. We don't normally get that. They're all bowl sites.
That would be really cool.
It's pretty neat, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine being Arkansas and hosting a postseason game? How insane that would be.
Cold. Football weather.
So good.
Woo. Yeah, absolutely. The kids are off campus, and so it's just be like going to an NFL game.
There's still a Pac-12, but it's only 2 teams. There's still a Big 12, but there's 16 of them. And we all know the Big 10 has 18. So it's all very confusing. The number thing is, I'm so glad the SEC is the SEC because it doesn't have a misnomer. It's very odd calling them the Big 12 and there's not 12 teams. It's very odd. But I guess you can't keep changing, I guess.
I should have thought about that.
Big 16.
The Big 16. I mean, they went from the Big 8 to the Big 12. I don't know what the big deal is. What's the big deal?
They're probably going to add some more teams in a few years.
Army's joining a conference for the first time since a 7-year stint in Conference USA. They give up their independence to join Navy in the American Athletic Conference. So the Army-Navy game, already a big one, is going to be a conference rivalry.
Air Force was already in the Mountain West, right?
Yes. Okay. Oh, it says Army-Navy will be a non-conference game played a week after league championship game. So they're still going to play each other, but it won't be for the league championship. But what if they're in the league championship game?
Back-to-back.
Wild, huh? They could play 14 games before a postseason game? They're going to be in the playoff, though, with all due respect to Army and Navy. It'd be cool if they were. Dylan Gabriel's 6th season of college football, 3rd different school, UCF and Oklahoma. Also saw, who was I looking at today? Brock Purdy's brother is on his 3rd team. I can't remember where he's at now. He may be the backup at Oklahoma State. Am I crazy? That's not right.
Chubba Purdy.
His name is Chubba?
C-H-U-B-A.
Chubba Purdy.
Of his Chuba or Chubba, yeah. Where is he?
He's at the University of Nevada.
Oh, Nevada. That's why, yeah. Nevada's playing New Mexico, I think, in the opener. Am I crazy?
I'll figure out.
I was looking. The games this opening weekend are not awesome.
No.
Other than Georgia Tech and Florida State's a decent game, but there's some weird games. Like Montana State's favorite on the road at New Mexico. That's who they're playing, New Mexico, I think. It's Nevada's playing SMU.
Yes.
They're hosting SMU, and they're a big dog.
And SMU's in the ACC right now, right? Is that this year?
Did it start this year?
I'll figure out.
Hilarious. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, ACC stretches coast to coast. SMU in Dallas, Stanford in California from San Francisco Bay Area. So, yeah, it's going to be wild in the ACC this year. They should just call it the Coastal Conference because it's got both coasts, except for SMU, of course. Southern coast of the United States.
It's close enough to, like, the
border.
Gulf of Mexico.
Sure. College football has its first ninth-year player. Cam McCormick, 26-year-old tight end at Miami, began his career at Oregon in 2016. And because of injuries and the pandemic, he's extended into his ninth year in college.
Hang him up, brother.
That's
Hang
amazing.
those cleats up.
It's incredible.
Ninth year? Ooh.
Helmet comms should lead to fewer teams relying heavily on sideline signals. Do we like the comms?
Yeah.
Seems like the idea whose time has come, right?
Yeah, it's way past due.
I will tell you this. Whenever I watch, you ever seen the video of, I think it's Chris Sims trying to get the signals from Gruden, and he just can't get the call?
No, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
And I'll say, on Gruden's side, that is a lot. There's a way to do that without being that much.
It's so much.
Yeah. That was a lot.
I'm not sure I could relay that if he's giving it to me in my helmet. I'm speaking it verbatim. Coach Petrino gave it. Bill O'Brien takes over Boston College. They've got a big game early. Who's BC playing early? I was looking at their game yesterday. Can't remember. Kennesaw State's moving up from Division I's championship subdivision to the FBS. They joined Conference USA. There are 134 FBS teams this year. And, of course, this is the debut of the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. First partnership between an alcohol brand and a college bowl game. Guessing it won't be the last.
Boston College will be playing Florida State in their first game. It will be Florida State's second game. They'll also be playing Missouri in Week 3.
Okay. Tough start to the season. He ought to do a good job, though, right? It's his neck of the woods.
You would think so.
Bill O'Brien. He's a good coach. Did a good job.
I'm over here looking this play call, how unnecessary it was. Do we have that sound?
No, I don't think we ever played it on the air. It is pretty wild, though.
Yeah.
Coach was talking about character guys. Coach Pittman was. A former NFL guy, not going to be looked at probably as a character guy, but there's a Boston College connection here, Christian. I've never heard of this guy before, but the name is amazing. Gosder Cherilus. Former NFL offensive lineman, Boston College football star, is accused of urinating on another passenger on a Delta Airlines flight.
Whoa. Is there a reason?
He appeared drunk when he arrived at Logan Airport. Before the flight took off, he argued with another passenger over seating arrangements. Well, this is Delta, not Southwest. I mean, you sit where you sit, bud. I mean, we have assigned seats.
Can't do that.
An hour into the flight, investigators said he walked up to an elderly woman, exposed himself, and emptied his entire bladder for approximately 20 seconds.
Oh.
That guy really had to go.
It's a long pee, too.
I wonder if he's on a water diet.
He's like us.
I don't pee on old women usually.
Usually.
This story says you can't be doing that on Delta. Maybe Spirit. That's so bad. I think I got this from Barstool, so I'm sure they're just, eating this story up.
How do people get that
He played
wasted?
I don't know. He played his first 5 seasons with the Lions, then signed a $35 million deal with the Colts, which at the time made him the highest-paid right tackle in the league.
Good for him.
He played his final couple seasons with Tampa Bay before he retired in 2017. Now he pre-games his vacations, apparently. They were going to Dublin.
Wow.
That's a long flight. Did they turn it around, I wonder?
No. Dude had to just stay up there. So he peed on him, yeah? He got pee on him? That sucks.
On his way back to a seat, he allegedly hit an elderly man with his right hand. He's 6'6" and weighs 280. They had to do 2 sets of handcuffs to restrain him. Because it happened over Canadian waters, there's also a federal investigation underway. That was a really costly pee for this guy.
I almost had to put hands on somebody for drunk peeing somewhere before. I was in college.
Hey, was it at your place?
Yeah, I'm sleeping in my dorm room.
And he came in your dorm room and
I'm
tried
at
to pee?
the quads. I'm just sleeping right in there, and I hear like a little noise. I'm not sure what it was. It's like 2 a.m, and I wake up, and there's this dude just standing in my room. See his silhouette coming through the door because the door is open behind him. And then I just start hearing the pee sound. I'm dreaming at first. And then I wake up, too, and there's this dude standing in my doorway just peeing on the floor for a good 30 seconds.
Wow.
Close the door, turns around, washes his hands because the sink's on the other side of the dorm room, goes to sleep on the couch. It was my roommate's buddy who was in town. Went out and got a little drunk.
A little?
I woke him up early, like 6 a.m., made him hands and knees and scrub and clean it for me. It's awful.
Did he push back or was he okay?
He knew. Whether we do this the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, man.
He chose the easy way.
Oh, I got some stories.
Did he think it was his room?
My room was at the end of where the quads were, and the bathroom was next to mine, and he opened the door probably thinking it was the bathroom.
So he usually just pees in the floor of the bathroom as well?
I don't know what it was.
So bad.
And then there was another this is how do people get that gone? Arkansas game. This was last year, early in the season. And
DJ, did you watch them last year?
Early in the season.
A lot of people were getting drunk.
Yeah, that BYU game was early in the season, too.
Yeah. And, we do our report. So we stay in the stadium to do them on the sidelines in the stadium.
Yeah.
And we notice there's this dude who popped up out of nowhere. I guess he passed out drunk, and he was slept in the stands, and he woke up. And people noticed him because he stood up, and he was just kind of out of it. And then he just stands there, the end zone where the players run out of.
Yeah.
All media's there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Doesn't care.
And you could tell he's wasted. Cops are on the way. And he just stands up, and he reaches in his pants to grab it.
Out.
He thought he got it out. This is for everybody. We thought we were all going to see front display. He thought he did. Then he just started peeing on himself. How do people get that? I know the season was tough, Justin.
Yeah, no doubt. This guy's great point. 20 seconds is a long time to get peed on. Did she not move? Yeah, was she strapped into her seat? I'm like, I don't know how long you're going to get to pee on me before I move, but it ain't going to be 20 seconds. That's a great point. Thank you for picking up on that.
Didn't even think about that.
If the Army institutes the draft, they will make the playoffs. I don't know about that.
So they can delay shipping out? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, that's going to work. You'll never in your lifetime see Arkansas in a playoff game in Fayetteville. Now, LSU is a different animal. Agree? It's so sad. Well, maybe. Do I think Arkansas is going to be in a playoff this year? No.
Would you go to one if LSU hosted a playoff game?
Why would I go to LSU?
LSU? No.
Oh, I mean, just something. It's not that far of a drive.
To go to a campus site game?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Nah.
What team would be close enough for us to... I mean, college football playoffs are cool to go watch.
They are.
But football is also... I mean, going to football games is cool, but also it's better to just watch it on TV.
Mm.
No, I want to go, but
college football is better than, I think, NFL football attending. The campus... all that stuff.
Yeah, there's something about it. I like both. They're different, but I like them both.
Like, if you got a chance, the way it was, to go see the Final Four college football playoff game, would you go watch it?
Yeah.
If it was a neutral site?
Yeah, if it's at a bowl game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a place I would go watch two teams that don't have a stake in the outcome and just go watch a playoff game. It'd have to be down the road. Like, I'm not driving too far. Like, if Memphis is in the playoff, sure.
Yeah.
I go.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, do you know if Chris Stapleton tickets are on the upper or lower level? I'm assuming since they're free, they're probably upper, but I'm not 100% positive on that. I'm sorry if those aren't good enough seats for you to win for free.
Oxford's not that far.
I will never.
You wouldn't go
no
playoff game in the Grove?
No.
That place would be insane.
Don't bring beer to it.
Don't get me started. Ole Miss is so lame and overrated.
You don't like the tailgating there?
So lame.
I don't even like Ole Miss, but
Has
they
DJ
know
heard
how to
this story?
tailgate.
And overrated.
Wait, what happened?
We had an issue over there. We went when Arkansas played at Ole Miss a couple years ago. We had a Buzz tailgate party over there that we were throwing. We went through all the right channels. We talked to the people that were like the
Grove people,
the people that put it on, yeah, whatever. So we are bringing our alcohol into the party, and they told us we couldn't have it. And apparently they want you to play this little game because they're such jokes. They want you to hide your alcohol in a cooler. It cannot be out. Like, I can't bring a 30-pack of beer in there. So we had like 6 30-packs. We're bringing it to our giant corporate tailgate spot that we bought.
Yeah.
And they pour it all out. They take it from us and pour it out. Security did. It's
because you can't bring alcohol in?
You can't have it out. You have to have it in a cooler. Like
Have they walk through the Grove?
They have to, and you got to have it in a cup. They have to pretend like in their minds they have to like dupe themselves into thinking, "Oh my God, I can't see it." I don't know what could possibly be in that cooler. It's probably a bunch of waters and sodas. It's a joke. They're an embarrassment.
That's pretty bad.
No, it's clown show. That's not how we do things in the South. We party.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
They made you pour it all out.
They poured it all out.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you not just go grab a cooler real quick?
No, jerks.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I wouldn't go now.
21 seconds is the average length of time. This is a lot of research, hot sauce. Average length of time it takes for a mammal to empty their bladder. I live in Kavanaugh. Once had a guy pull over at 5 p.m., peed on my front door, so there's that. Keep the funk alive. Hot sauce out. Good work, hot sauce. If KJ had checked out and was so bad, why didn't coach bench him for a backup quarterback?
Hey.
Tells me the backups weren't any good or Pitt would have made a change.
Did you see our backup quarterbacks?
Yeah, they weren't good.
Oh, I don't know.
I said that. I just feel I agree with that. I think it should have happened a lot earlier than it did.
Diane says, I really enjoyed meeting you both at Touchdown Club. I've been listening to you for a long time. Thank you for taking the picture with me. Diane, it was great to meet you, too.
Yeah,
I
nice
appreciate
to meet
you.
Yes.
She came up one time we were busy. She came back and got a picture at the end. It was very sweet.
Perfect.
DJ Pigskin now does the opening prayer at the Touchdown Club. So he sits up there.
All right. I figured that may have been what it was.
Yeah, it's nice, actually. Pittman's going to retire is why he sounded so confident. Oh! Okay. I haven't heard that. I don't know that that's fact. Do you think that there... I was going to ask him this. Is there an outcome this season that would change your feelings on moving forward? Like, if you win a national championship this year, would it change your opinion on what you want to do next year? Or if you win 4 games...
A national championship?
Just theoretically.
Yeah.
If you win 4 games and you win a national championship, does that change at all your feelings about going forward next year?
What do you mean going forward?
Like wanting to be the coach next year.
Me?
No, I should ask Coach this.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
I thought about this a couple weeks ago. I was going to ask him this, and then I forgot. I should have said, hey, if you win 4 games this year, or you win all of them, would it change your opinion on what you want to do next year?
I would bet he may say no, but I think he would.
If you win a natty, you walk, right? And if you win 4, you walk, right?
Dang. Either way, right?
Right. I think so.
I don't know. Yeah, either way.
I don't know either. Patrick, you're in the zone. What's up?
Man, I was just thinking. I was hearing y'all talking about the Grove and how they made you do the alcohol. Well, heck, they did that at War Memorial with us. Like I had to have it in a koozie, but like if it was in a cup or anything that they could, and I'm doing air quotes here, tell it was alcohol, that was frowned upon.
Yeah, but
I had this red Hulk fist with the beer in it, and I was going up dapping tops nonstop, and they were loving it. But they were like, just make sure you keep it in there. If you take it out, we got to make you pour it out.
Yeah, A, B are right, but they're not. It's not like they're going to take 6 30-packs and make you dump it out on the ground because you're taking it to your tailgate position. That's a different deal. It's not even open. It's in a container. It's in the case still. That's a different deal we're talking about. But yeah, no, I mean, in Fayetteville, they're really serious about it too. Like you got to have stuff in a cup up there. They're touchy about that too in 44.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for the call.
That's all I had.
Yeah, appreciate it. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, just call a spade, though. They all know what's in those cups.
Yeah, why do they care?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I know.
What law are they trying to follow?
I don't know what the rules are. I'm sure there's some kind of open container rule or something.
Has to be.
But it's like, I mean, again, we're all playing this game. Like, we all know what's up.
Is it what you can't prove in court?
I guess.
You can't prove that's alcohol in there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... I don't know. I'll tell you what. When I was at when we went to that concert in Florida, we went to that concert series. We were there for like 3 days.
Yeah.
One of my 9 vacations this year. By the way, I'm ready for another one. I walk up and you're not supposed to bring anything in from outside except for water. And I got a cocktail that I hadn't finished because we walked over from the hotel to the place where the concert was.
Yeah.
And so I go, I get to the gate and the guy's like, "What is that?" I said, "Water." He goes, "If I smell it, is it going to smell like water?" I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "Go on." It was vodka. I was like, apparently didn't smell like anything.
Rules. He didn't smell anything.
I mean, I would have had to make him take a sip of it for him to know.
He don't want to do that.
Nah, he's just like, come on. We're having a good time here. Relax. Also, I went in there and spent $216 on drinks, so calm down. And food. Bobby Joe, what's up?
Hey, man, just want to give you another worm update. I started spraying my feet, my legs, and everything, and they quit crawling up and getting all in me. I was able to give my plug back to my wife and everything.
Oh,
so
my goodness, Bobby, to enough.
With the worms. And listen, y'all talking about peeing. I went to the Grove about 20 years ago before they really got strict over there.
Yep.
That's when Matt Jones was over there. They kicked me out of the Grove because I was peeing behind a tree right in the middle of all them co-eds and that commando dresses. Damnedest thing I ever see. But anyway, that's my Grove experience.
Yeah, it's overrated. I've said it for years.
Way overrated. Way overrated, man. But
I get Ole Miss fans all riled up when I say it, but I'm sorry, man. Bad experience. Pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
okay,
it.
now, all right, man.
How about common sense prevails and you go, hey, you know what? You can't bring it in like that. You got to take it back, stick it in a cooler, and bring it over.
I'm just glad he can give his plug back to his wife.
That's so bizarre. Man. Sorry, buddy. It's so weird. So bizarre. Anyway, how about our friends over at Max in Stuttgart? Just about, we were talking about archery earlier. I don't know. I'm assuming they got to.
They got bows over there.
Yeah,
right?
If you're going to go hunting, you gotta know where to go. Down in Stuttgart at Max, they got everything you need. You know that. MaxPW.com is their website, and you can purchase online, and they will send it to you. Guns, ammo, bows, waders, decoys, clothing. It'll be hunting season soon. If you are an aspiring Olympic archer, by golly, Max Prairie Wings. It's a spot. Go see them real soon, or again, go to their website, maxpw.com. It is an outdoor person's playground. Go down there and peruse all of the offerings. It is an Arkansas tradition. Absolutely. And if you're getting ready for the upcoming season, hunting or otherwise, by golly, they're here to help. It's always fishing season, right? There's always something to fish for. Max can help you there, too. Go see him in Stuttgart. It's Max Prairie Wings.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Cedar of Russellville. Whether you're on the road, on the water, or in the trails, we've got the ride for you.
This is SportsCenter.
Last night in Major League Baseball, the Astros continued their winning ways, beating the Red Sox 5-4 on this walk-off home run from Yainer Diaz.
Here's Yainer Diaz. Yainer hits one high. Ball game over.
Since acquiring starting pitcher Yusei Kikuchi at the deadline from the Blue Jays, the Astros have won all 4 games he started in. He's 2-0 with a 2.42 ERA. In the National League, the Dodgers got their MLB best 74th win as they beat the Mariners 3-0, and the Arkansas Travelers return to action tonight as they host the Northwest Arkansas Naturals for a 6-game series at Dickey-Stevens Park. First pitch is set for 6:35. Coverage for all Travs games can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Petra's Farm and Grill presents Steve Sullivan each week when he joins Wes and Joe Franklin on Out of Bounds. Petra's Farm and Grill, masterful blends for exceptional dishes.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure, you were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
At the heart of historic downtown Russellville, the Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience. With the freshest ingredients and creative touches, their menu has an item for everyone. From their signature lump crab cake to a classic blue cheese poutine, BLT wedge salad to hand-cut prime steaks. They aim to cater everyone. And that's not all. Upstairs at the Old Bank, you can enjoy live entertainment Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday with trivia, comedy shows, karaoke, live music, and more. Old Bank in downtown Russellville.
Every day, we do one thing, and we do it at the highest level. We formed Arkansas Urology more than 25 years ago. And ever since, our world-class team has gained experience and expertise in every aspect of urology. Today, you'll find our state-of-the-art facilities across Arkansas, where the latest technologies are used in innovative ways by skilled specialists who are dedicated to one thing, improving lives every day. Schedule your appointment at arkansasurology.com.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on 65th and University has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has it. Like step bars, bed covers, toolboxes, and ladder racks, as well as gooseneck, fifth wheel hitches, and drop hitches. All this and more can be found at Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. 501-568-0040 or online at arkansastruck.com and ask about the all-new RSI Smart Cap.
Welcome back. Wait, what is this trash? Turn on some real music. That's more like it. Welcome back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, 11:39. We've got some True Service Community Federal Credit Union text line, live fan feedback. Patrick says, if anyone has 2 or more tickets to get rid of, myself and a few other veterans are wondering if anyone wanted to donate tickets to some veterans. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people willing to give tickets to all sorts of folks. But yeah, hit us up next week when we are getting closer to game time, or show up at the tailgate. I bet there'll be plenty. James says, I agree with you. I've been at Ole Miss for 2 games. Not impressed with the Grove. They do know they're in Mississippi, right? Nothing wrong with that. But Jackson says, you can't be griping on this week's games. It's college football, baby. Let's just be glad it's back. That's fair. It's a good point. I want to go through some of those lines here in a second. And Dylan says, no offense, but of course Pittman's going to love the team. He's not going to come out and say this team is trash and not worth a damn. Of course, he's going to be positive. Yeah, I agree to some degree, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty good at reading people. I felt like that was legit. Like, he really thinks they got a chance to be competitive. Did you get that?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was just coach speak. He's a pretty honest dude.
No,
like, I think
he's real.
I think he would have said something else or just not said anything.
No, I agree. And I like the way he addresses very tough questions without throwing anybody under the bus, which he did very eloquently yesterday.
He's nothing but eloquent. Florida State, Georgia Tech is your opening weekend game. It is 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Game, of course, is being played over in Ireland. 11.5-point favorite, the Florida State Seminoles are. The over-under's at 55.5, according to Oaklawn Sports. Montana State, New Mexico. Montana State is an 11.5-point favorite on the road at New Mexico.
Oof.
Yeah. SMU is at Nevada, almost a 4-touchdown favorite at 27.5. That was a little surprising to me.
Chubba Purdy better get it together.
So those are the games that we're talking about this week. So you'll have to forgive me when I say they're not great games.
It's something.
And then you got Delaware State and Hawaii. What a barn burner that one ought to be. Here's how bad Delaware State is. Hawaii has been long suffering as a program. Delaware State is a 38.5-point underdog.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did Delaware get the trip at least?
Yeah, you get to go to Hawaii. I mean, UCA was in, took 2 trips over there since I've been doing the games.
Yep.
One was, probably should have won. And the second one, they were reasonably competitive, but it was a pretty good Hawaii team.
Shifting back to Arkansas, what do you need to see week 1 that'd make you feel better about the season?
There is nothing good that can happen that will make me feel better. There are only bad things that will make me feel worse.
Okay.
When we faced, was that Western Carolina first game last year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You mean the Catamounts?
Yeah, when we couldn't run the ball
Which is just a fancy
them,
cougar?
Yeah.
I was concerned.
Yes.
So if we run the ball better this time, I'll be like, okay, I like that at least.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to see Taylor Green be efficient. I want to see the run game be good. I want to see Arkansas not give up chunk plays. Kicker. I mean, you've had a known quantity at kicker for a while. I'd like to see the kicker be good.
Yeah.
I want to see us almost cover.
Yeah. I'd like them to. I mean, no offense. I mean, I'm rooting for UAPB the rest of the year, except for when they play UCA, but I can't not think it would be bad for Arkansas to not see them roll.
It'd be nice to not have delay games on offense. That'd be huge. See how far we've come with understanding the offense and tempo. Missed assignments on defense. I don't want to see anybody completely wide open in a busted coverage.
Right.
Means you're not on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see pressure up front without needing to blitz a lot of people. I doubt we show any big-time blitzes.
Do you expect to see missed tackles a little bit because it's the first game? Or is sure-handed tackling a key point for you in the week one?
I think they put such a big emphasis on it, and I think it needs to show. Because if we have missed tackles and the physical aspect doesn't show week one against UAPB, then it could cause you to question a lot of stuff we've heard at practice.
Sure.
Because they put a big emphasis on being physical.
That's true.
So if that doesn't show, that would be extremely concerning.
Yep. All right, I'm going to get Stan here quick, and then we'll hit the break. Stan, it's Justin, Stan, DJ's here too. Stan, Christian's here also.
Just? How you doing, Just? How you doing, DJ?
Doing all right, Stan.
Hey, man, let's keep it real. I'm going to let you go. Look here. Let's keep it real. Everybody know Arkansas going to win the game. We already know that. They probably beat them by 20, 30 points for them.
Have you ever heard this?
Most people coming to the game.
To see the band?
It's coming to... let me finish, man.
Thanks, Stan.
Most people...
Another dark day, how you're like sun hiding somewhere beyond the rain, needing for the light, stormy is the gray, rivers overflowing, drowning all our yesterdays.
Make sure your car is game day ready before you head up to the hill. Let Point S Arkansas take care of that for you. Whether it's tires, brakes, shocks, or just a general service, Point S has you covered. They have brands such as Falcon, Toyo, Kumo, Blackhawk, and more. So visit one of their locations today. Tire Town Point S in Benton, Bartlett Tire Point S in Heber Springs, Fleet Tire Point S in Russellville and Pottsville. Proud sponsors of the Red White Report on the Zone, Point S Tires, online at pointstire.com.
This is Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. It's time again for the Summer Arkansas Contractors Auction. This is the original and longest running construction equipment auction in the state. This 2-day auction will have a day of trucks and trailers and a day of equipment and machinery. Hundreds of items from local banks, contractors, farmers, and end users. Auction is August 28th and 29th and will start each day at 8 a.m. Online bidding is available, consignments being accepted until day before the sale. For more information, go to blackmanauctions.com. Since 1938, better auctions are Blackman Auctions.
Make this summer one to remember by stopping by Arch Marine in North Little Rock. Arch is all about creating fun on our lakes and rivers. You have to come by and see the new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes, the hottest and coolest ride out there. We're easy to find. Take the Levy exit.
Well, we're wrapping up summer, and you may have not got to go to the lake or enjoy some of those things outside that you normally like to do because of that pain in your wrist or maybe in your back or your hips. Bone-on-bone constant pain has been keeping you back this entire summer. Well, don't let it affect you going into the holiday season. Why? Because there's a new therapy. It's a cellular therapy from QC Kinetics. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. This exciting new cellular therapy can get you lasting relief, and it can give you your life back. QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so that you can move again. If you're living with chronic pain from arthritis or injury, you need to know steroids and surgery and pain pills are no longer your only option. There are people all over Central Arkansas that are trusting QC Kinetics today, and they're getting their life back. The best part about this entire treatment, there is no downtime and no surgery. All you have to do is call for a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Fried green tomato salad is back and better than ever at Eat My Catfish. It'll only be here for a limited time, so stop by or order online from any of our 7 Eat My Catfish locations to try this delicious fan favorite today. Eat fresh, eat local, Eat My Catfish.
You're back in the zone with Emmy Award winner Justin Acri, Mackey Award winner DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver, who has won nothing.
All right, let's get Eli Cranor on the horn. If you want to join us, you can too, 661-1037. We'll check in with Eli with a couple of picks here on, or a pick with a book. I got some notes here on our D3 Auto Sales text line from the 501. Stan is like the movie Groundhog Day. Same blank, different day. No.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go see that band. Stan is gonna be. I'm gonna see Stan in the stands. Where he said 50-yard line, he's gonna be right front center.
Former Razorback Lorenzo Robinson weighing in. Man, y'all did Stan wrong. LOL. Hey, listen. I'll listen to it once. I'll listen to it twice. But you come with that same tired crap 3 times while I'm fasting for 103 hours. Your ass is getting run.
He needs an NIL deal.
You're
with
out.
The UAPB band. He's number 1 fan.
Yeah, I do love Stan, but no, man. Get some new material, bud. Hogs might score 100. I don't believe that.
Do you think it's going to be given all the heat they've gotten, this will be a statement game?
No.
Run up? No.
Especially with an in-state team. I don't think there's any motivation there.
Oh, okay.
My thing is play clean, play efficient. We talked about. I don't think you don't got to score 70 to impress people.
Be cool.
Do you guys think the 52.5 is a bit high? By the way, if I'm in Pine Bluff right now and I'm listening to this and I'm a player, I'm like, I feel very disrespected and I'm angry right now.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna not lose by 52 is the goal. And most people I know are betting on UAPB with the cover.
I never thought about that. You think teams be like, all right, this is what we're playing against this week?
I mean, I think when you're playing up like that, but I mean, again, it's not like Arkansas is Georgia.
Like if UCA was on the road playing, like A-State, who do they play early?
UCA.
Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they go in there like, all right, let's beat the cover or beat the points?
No, they better be worried about UCA first. They don't even be worried about Ohio State. You heard me.
That's how you feel?
Yeah,
I don't think they're worried about UCA.
Oh, I think they should be. They lost to them before. I called the UCA win over A-State before.
What is that? Game. Is that Saturday in Jonesboro?
Uh-huh.
The next day?
2 days, yeah.
Next 2 days?
Well, it's 2 days after. Arkansas is on Thursday.
Do I want to go watch that game?
Yes, you do. I think it'd be fun. No, I think A-State's going to be pretty good. I think they were picked a little higher in the Sun Belt at Oakland than I thought they were going to be.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Rayner, the quarterback, who can get after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited about seeing them, too. And, of course, UCA plays at UAPB later this year, too.
Okay.
Got a lot of in-state competition happening. Let's head up to Russellville and talk to our buddy Eli Cranor. And if I find his open page, he's going to be so happy, and so will I. There it is.
It's time for Enlightening Candor with Edgar Award-winning author Eli Cranor. Brought to you by The Old Bank in Russellville. The Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience in downtown Russellville. Between hand-cut prime steaks, BLTs, or their signature lump crab cakes, The Old Bank has something for everyone. Call for a reservation, 479-219-5181.
Oh, Eli, football is upon us. Cannot wait to talk about it. But let's start with the book. I always do this out of order. Let's start with the book this week, and then we'll spend the rest of our time on the upcoming football season.
Deal.
Let's go. What are we talking about this week? Is it football
related?
related?
We're talking about the Throwback Special. And this is a novel that came out, probably about 10 years ago, and it's maybe one of the strangest football novels I've ever read, by Chris Batchelder. He's a guy out of Ohio. And the premise is this. Every year, these 22 best buddy friends, went to college together. They gather, they get a hotel room, multiple hotel rooms. They go, and there's a high school field nearby. And the point of this, weekend-long dudes trip is that they reenact the Joe Theismann LT leg break play. They draw names out of a hat. So they all 22 of them, are playing a different position every year. Sometimes you get to be Joe Theismann, sometimes you get to be LT, sometimes you're the left tackle. It is hilarious.
That's bizarre.
It is the weirdest book. And I was just scanning the shelves this weekend thinking what I was going to do, for this one. I was thinking football. So I went to my football section, and like I said, I haven't read this book in probably 10 years. So I was just kind of skimming through it, over the last day or two, and it is hilarious. I mean, it's just kind of one of the, we always talk about pickup basketball on here, and so there's an element of that with this. Actually kind of they kind of, but they're not playing. I mean, everything has to go exactly like it went for that one play.
Does the guy does the guy actually get his leg broken every year? It's like, oh, dang it, I'm quarterback this year. That sucks.
Yeah, call in the hospital bills. No, there's not an actual leg break, but they have all these rituals, which, as fantasy football gears up, and I mean, there's kind of those elements that play into the whole thing. And it's not a big book; it's a thin little book, and really more of a comedy, than anything else. So yeah, the throwback special by Chris Batchelder.
That is Bizarro World. I cannot wait to read it. Talking to Eli Cranor on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. If you're just tuning in, all right, we can talk football now. We were going over a couple things, and I don't know if you heard any Coach Pittman yesterday, but he is pretty optimistic heading into the season. Where's your level of optimism with Arkansas?
Man, I don't really know what to expect. I never do. I guess that comes, from having played for so long. I mean, there's just no way to predict it, But I guess as a fan, I am always, at this point of the season, I'm always optimistic. I'm always hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, put it up there.
Okay. DJ, not as much, but getting
there.
there.
I've heard DJ pour mouthing on here. I've heard all that.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, what is it, man? What is the exact, you put your finger on exactly why?
Why I sound the way I sound?
Because he ain't seen it in a minute.
You got to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think any other world, if you're not invested, people would say, okay, based off what you have shown me, the past 2 years, this is why I have this opinion. And based off what they have shown, I don't understand why anyone else would have a different opinion, at least in the ballpark of why I say the things I say.
Yeah.
Some of it's optimistic, some of it is worrisome. Yeah. But yeah, I just don't see what we have seen lately that would make you say 8 games for sure this year. I don't, and that's not me trying to be a hater.
People say 8 games?
Oh yeah, they're saying it.
Who's saying that?
And have you seen practice and stuff? You've been up.
That's where that's where I can't come out and say exactly what I think because I haven't seen it in person. Yeah. All we know is pretty much what everyone else knows, and so I'm just saying, what have you seen to make you think that? And I think a lot of it is where I have learned as optimistic and as homer as I want to be, Eli. At the end of the day, I think we have a very unique position here on Sports Talk Radio to try to be as honest as we can. And so I'd love to come up here and say, you know what, I have a lot of concerns, but let's push those to the sides. Y'all should feel very, very confident about this football season this year. I can't say that because then I think people would take me serious.
Do you get to watch, outside of this particular thing, have you gotten to go up and watch much football? I mean, practice and stuff in the last, I'm not even saying for this season. I'm saying, in the past 3 years, 4 years. Do you get to be around, practices and stuff? Not the Hogs, but other.
Ever since I joined the media, the open door policy is like a weird spot.
It's a crack door.
As a former Razorback, you can get up there anytime. Hey, that'd be awesome. I used to go talk to the team and all this stuff, but once you become a member of the media and someone like me, who I think I've rubbed some people the wrong way because I tell them what they already know. It's just hard when you hear people say it. Yeah. I get it. It puts a sour taste in your mouth, but I told this, Eli, I see reasons to be excited. I see reasons to be concerned, but I can't give an honest opinion until after week 1, until I see it in person.
Well, and the schedule just does not help.
It doesn't.
I mean, what do y'all ever talk about? I'm not as faithful of a listener as I should be, but y'all ever talk about Arkansas ever getting out of this? I mean, I know money, I know SEC, but I mean, that's never even
as long as Vanderbilt's still in, we're
that is a fool's errand, Eli, to talk about Arkansas going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And to your point too, that's another thing that makes me a little hesitant is you look at other things around the SEC and everyone else is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside with Arkansas, which I do believe is getting better. It's just how much better. You put us in any other conference, then I'll start being a little bit more. Count on a bowl game. We're in a tough spot.
If you're playing,
but that ain't happening.
If you're playing Purdue, Indiana, and Illinois in back-to-back weeks, probably feeling a little bit better about your chances.
Yeah,
you don't got that. Northwestern.
Got to be honest, Eli, even though it sucks.
Got to tell it like it is, D. Yep.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
All right, we'll talk to you next week. Eli, appreciate it. Thank you to the Old Bank up in Russellville when I start eating again. We're really excited about going there.
Oh, dude, you still doing it? How deep are you in on this?
About 42 hours, and I'm starting to really feel it. So
we better watch out on tomorrow's show, man.
It could be wild.
There's no telling what Acri.
Putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Grab your country gear and head to Southland Casino Hotel's free country festival on Saturday, August 24th. Enjoy top country performers like Tyler Farr, Royal Lynn, Jay Jones, and Frankie Holly featuring Taylor McManus. Indulge in delicious food trucks and beat the heat in our air-conditioned tent. Gates open at noon, one stage, 4 incredible performers, one unforgettable night of music and fun. It's all happening at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Listen every Wednesday when RJ Hawk joins his old buddies on Morning Mayhem. Presented by Natural State Wholesale Flooring. See everything that Natural State Wholesale has to offer at naturalstatewholesale.com.
The countdown is on. 9 days until Razorbacks football. On your home for the Hogs in Central Arkansas. 103.7 The Buzz.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The Little Rock School Board is working on plans for a transition to new leadership. The meeting stems from Dr. Jamal Wright's resignation announcement. During the public comment portion, many asked for both Wright and the board to reconsider in the best interest of the students and community. Then the school board went into a closed-door executive session to talk about the resignation, a plan for the future, and potential to punish a board member for their actions during public comments. No decisions were made. Day one of the Democratic National Convention wrapped up Monday in Chicago. A few names with ties to Arkansas are expected to speak at the DNC this week. Hillary Clinton addressed the crowd Monday. Former President Bill Clinton is expected to speak Wednesday. The Arkansas Democratic delegation is also in attendance. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Three people are about to hear the sweetest sound in the world, their own name, but it gets sweeter and shinier. Barbara, Karen, and Richard. That's Barbara, Karen, and Richard. Splash Car Wash is kicking off shiny season by hooking you up with a free car wash today. Barbara, Karen, and Richard, come by Splash Car Wash for your free wash today only.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Mostly sunny and a beautiful day. Temperatures will top out in the upper 80s. Little Rock will get to 88 degrees, and the humidity will be dropping throughout the day. Tonight, with a clear sky, it'll be even cooler than what it was this morning. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free players card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible on August 31st.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLE.
Summer is Silverado season at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. Face any challenge with the award-winning Chevy Silverado, the pickup truck Americans have relied on for years. With best-in-class cargo volume and the most functional bed of any competitor, the Silverado is ready to take on all things tough. Why settle for less? Come get your Silverado at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville at 1301 TPY Drive. Don't forget to use exit 10A if you're coming from Little Rock. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillyD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Willy D's dueling pianos. Come and get your Willy on.
Hey, it's Craig O'Neill. I feel sorry for Paris, France. I mean, here they are with the Summer Olympics, and for their swimming events, they have to swim in their river. Too bad they don't have a place like the Little Rock Racket Club with 3 swimming pools. There's one for the little ones, one for families, and one for lap swimmers of all ages. And now a gold medal offer. Right now, today, you'll get 30% off the joining fee. Pool your resources and meet me at the Little Rock Racket Club with more smiles per gallon.
Hi, I am Joseph Pena of the Arkansas State basketball team. Shipments of summer fashion are arriving at Bell & Swart. That means swimwear from Saks, Gentile, Polo, and shirts, Maui Jim sunglasses, and Johnny O sportswear. Be sure and check out Martin Dingman Lodge for shoes, belts, bags. So, hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's your Razor Hog update as Out of Bounds keeps you updated from the hill. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV, your Can-Am Super Headquarters. BradfordMarine.com.
Repower today with a new Tohatsu and start feeling the wind. Building motors since 1956, Tohatsu Outboard offers 4-stroke motors from 2.5 to 250 horsepower, offering a 5-year warranty, reliability, dependability, and simplicity. Right now is the perfect time for you to get a new Tohatsu motor. Max Prairie Wings offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. So stop by Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart or call them at 870-674-8982 and get ready to deal.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, let's do this the truth. Now everybody giving them best spots.
All right, welcome back. I just saw a story about Oklahoma State. I had to print it off so I could read it to you.
About what?
You're like, I'll read my own stories. Oklahoma State.
Oh, okay.
Mike Gundy said last week he hopes players can focus on football now instead of the business side of name, image, and likeness. That's NIL to you and me. But he's hoping to an innovative ploy will help earn them more money during the season. They announced today the Cowboys will have QR codes on their helmets linking to a donation page for the NIL fund. They will be 1.5 inches square. The school said that while the codes won't be visible from the stands on game day, fans watching during television broadcasts will be able to capture them on their phones. Is this what we're doing? This is a revolutionary step forward to help keep Oklahoma State football ahead of the game. Do you really think people are going to go, man, I would give if only I knew how? Oh, thankfully there's a QR code on the back of that kid's helmet. Now I can just zoom in on that and send it that way.
So you think
you got to zoom in really far too.
You probably have to freeze your TV,
or like if somebody scores a touchdown.
If you were in person, to be honest.
Yeah, if somebody scores a touchdown, they turn around to the camera and point at their helmet.
Yeah, like pay me. That's bad. I don't know if I hate this or I just dislike it, but I don't like it. I really hope they lose to South Dakota State. Let me ask you a question. Do you want them to lose to South Dakota State, or do you want them to beat them?
I don't care.
I want them to win. I feel like if they lose, they're going to come into week 2 as like, okay, we got to have a dub. I don't know how the inner workings of an athlete's mind works or a coach's mind works.
I think they think they got a shot. So
you think who thinks they have a shot?
Oklahoma State.
What do you mean? Oklahoma State thinks they have a shot?
Mm-hmm.
To do what?
Do big this year.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, go to the playoffs.
Woo!
I think they do as well.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. let me sober them up a little bit. You don't.
Did they win the Big 12 last year?
No, they lost in the championship game.
They were close though. They have a different quarterback this year though.
I think they got a shot.
They got 21 of 22 starters back. They have every
they
reason to think
they got a shot.
Yeah, you're probably right. What's the line on that game? There isn't one set here. They're going to get all they want. Oh, no, there it is. It's 10. They're only a 10-point favorite. South Dakota State.
You're saying they're the real deal, huh?
South Dakota State is nasty. Like,
Yeah.
they're the best team in the FCS, and it's not even close the last couple of years. Like, they are bad to the bone. But
How did the Dakota States get the monopoly on FCS?
because there's no FBS. Same way the Montana schools are great. There's no FBS football in the States.
So they get the best player from their own state?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure they get kids from outside there, too. But
They have to. I mean,
they're also, well coached, and yeah, they're getting dudes, but they're good. I mean, having watched North Dakota State up close a couple times, like it's impressive. They're very well coached. They execute perfectly just about every time.
Do you think our season is going to be very telling just after week 2? Is that going to set the tone for the rest of the year?
Well, it depends how they do in the first week. If they lose at South Dakota State, then they blow Arkansas out.
They won't lose to South Dakota State. Too many returning starters, too much experience.
Buddy, I watched them get all they wanted last year from UCA, and UCA, with all due respect, wasn't South Dakota State last year.
Oh, you're feeling it then, huh?
I mean, I don't think there's any reason why South Dakota State can't give them all they want.
Okay, so if they lose to South Dakota State and Arkansas goes down there, and is it telling?
I don't know. How's the game go?
Week 2 is big.
Yeah, week 2 is big. It's a pivotal game for sure.
Week 2 is huge.
What are the most pivotal games for Arkansas? That's one of them.
Week 2.
Yeah.
What'd be the next one?
we've done this before, I think. I don't remember what we
First SEC game, first conference game? Who's that, A&M? Auburn?
Hugely pivotal game, but it's on the road. Or A&M if you want to go with A&M because it's neutral.
Every team that's decent, pivotal game?
No. I mean, I don't think Tennessee, LSU are pivotal.
No.
I don't think Mississippi State, even though it's a winnable game, it's a road game. Like any road game, it's hard to say that.
I'd say the first two legit teams, like Oklahoma State, Auburn.
Yep, I think that's probably fair. Even though they're both road games, that's really unfair for Arkansas.
You need to win one of those two, right?
No?
Mm-mm.
You have to at least win one of the three, though, between A&M, Auburn, and Oklahoma State.
Okay.
And you're going to get the others.
So you can lose both of those, Oklahoma State and Auburn, and beat A&M and be fine?
Yeah, they're road games. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, are you going to be devastated if they lose two out of those three? I'm not. I won't be thrilled, but I won't be devastated.
What I expected. I mean,
yeah.
Well, it's maybe better than I expected.
You have to win one of those three, to me, if you're going to have a good year. There's just too much else you have to do to try to get to a bowl game. If you're going to have a decent year, you got to win one of those three games.
Have to.
Yeah,
you're right.
By the way,
I almost feel like if you want to have a good year, you need to win one of Texas A&M, Tennessee, LSU. which is pretty much.
I've already got Texas A&M group somewhere else.
Yeah,
Quit messing with my mind.
Yeah. They're in the first group.
But those are like those are 3 straight weeks.
By the way, I got this thing sent to me. It just came in the mail out of the blue. 2024 College and Pro Football Betting Digest. Basically gives you the schedules for the teams and some other details. But the funny thing is, I'm like, where is Texas? Where is Texas? Because I heard Rick talking on Drive Time yesterday about Texas's schedule and how they got a pretty easy schedule or favorable schedule in their first year in the league.
I think it's pretty aggressive.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's not bad. But I'm like, I'm looking for them, and I'm like, oh, they have Texas in the Big 12 still. But they have the schedule. Yes, they have the schedule right, but they haven't lined up wrong. They open with Colorado State. They go to Michigan, which will not be easy. Texas San Antonio at home, UL Monroe at home, Mississippi State at home, Oklahoma neutral, Georgia at home. Brutal game, but at home.
Yeah.
At Vandy, Florida at home, at Arkansas, Kentucky at home, at A&M. Pretty good schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no easy way out in the SEC.
Except that one.
But that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty favorable schedule. Oklahoma's got a brutal one, don't they?
I mean, because if they lose if they lose Georgia and they lose Michigan, they still got a great shot at making playoffs.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
A&M game, I hope that would be fun.
Yeah.
That game needs to be played. I'm glad that they're back playing each other. Oklahoma's got Temple, Houston, Tulane, Tennessee all at home to start the season. Temple, Houston, Tulane, Tennessee. At Auburn, Texas neutral, South Carolina home, at Ole Miss, Maine at home, at Missouri, Alabama at home, at LSU. Their schedule's not a peach either. 2 Ole Miss, 2 Missouri, 2 LSU, 2 Auburn. That's the thing about Texas. They have 3 road games. 3 conference road games. 3 conference road games. Oklahoma's got 4. It's crap. I think Texas negotiated this deal when they came in the league.
Yeah, they did.
It's nonsense. Anyway, we got a couple guests coming up. We need to move on.
Game balls and...
Whoops, that's the wrong page. That's the wrong clip. That's everything wrong. What are you doing?
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right, again, question of the day. Do you get mad when people at the blackjack table don't play right, basically? Oh, by the way, Kristen, are we going to give away tickets here for Stapleton or Razorbacks?
We have 2 pairs of Razorback tickets a day.
But we also
have
have
to give the Stapleton away.
Yeah, Stapleton's Thursday.
We have to.
I can give Arkansas. I can give 3 pairs of tickets away. I can give 1 an hour the next few days if I have to.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, Stapleton tickets for birthday trivia 661-1037. Would you like to go see Chris Stapleton at Simmons Bank Arena for free on Thursday?
Be fun.
That'd be neat. 661-1037. Phil Donahue's dead. The longtime host of the Phil Donahue Show. They're like, hey, good news, bad news. Good news? We're going to name a show after you. Bad news, the host of that show's dead. It was a pretty good show back in the day. I watched it when I was a kid a little bit.
Was it a late night show?
No, it was a talk show during the day.
Okay.
He did like an interview, variety show. It was good.
He was like Oprah before Oprah?
He was like a toned-down Jerry Springer.
Oh.
No, it was good. I'm just kidding. He was a little more quality. It was like a news program kind of thing.
Okay.
He'd interview people in the world and the news, and sometimes it'd be topic-based, and sometimes it'd be like celebrity-based.
If Oprah,
kind of Oprah. Yeah, I guess it's
if Oprah is number 1 in that category, who's number 2?
Donahue's way up there.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Sally Jesse Raphael.
Where's Ricky Lake?
Not on my list.
No? I don't know why I remember growing up with Ricky Lake.
They promoted the hell out of that show. It's pretty marginal. All right, we got our 2 players. Thank you for playing. We'll be back tomorrow with more tickets. I don't care about that. Over the week in the box office, Alien Romulus knocked off Deadpool and Wolverine finally. $41.5 million. Deadpool, Wolverine, $29 million. It ends with us $24 million. So again, they're still raking it in over at the Reynolds house.
Yeah, but yeah, they're good to go.
The Reynolds Lively
Even
house.
with all the drama.
Mm-hmm. Are you team Blake or are you team director?
I don't really think there's really much going on.
You guys like Brian Cox?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. He does the McDonald's commercials.
Oh.
You know him if you saw him.
You ever watch, do you ever see Succession?
No.
He's been in some good films too over the years. Anyway, he
you
said
remember the leader, you know, in the first Planet of the Apes where he takes Caesar?
Yeah.
You know the guy that's running that place?
Yes.
That's Brian Cox.
Okay, yeah.
And his son is Draco Malfoy?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So the state of cinema is in a very bad way. What's happened is that television is doing what cinema used to do. I think cinema is in a very bad way. I think it's lost its place because of partly the grandiose element between Marvel, DC, and all of that. And I think it's beginning to implode, actually. You're kind of losing the plot. We can all agree they did not get a plot together for Deadpool.
Was he King Agamemnon in Troy?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
You know any Metallica songs?
No.
Completely changed the topic.
If you play one, I may know it.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Oh, I know that one.
How about Enter Sandman?
Give me fuel, give me fire.
You know Enter Sandman?
I know that one too.
Yeah. Well,
I know a lot of Metallica.
Apparently do. You're a huge Metallica fan. You didn't even know it. Would you like to go to dinner with their lead singer?
Why not?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So James Hetfield is doing a dinner date for charity. According to a Charity Buzz webpage, one lucky fan can win a dinner date with him, but it'll cost 5 figures. To help raise money for Adaptive Sports Foundation, he'll make himself available for a dining experience as part of the organization's fundraising auction. Those interested must be willing to enter the bid, which starts at $31,000, and dinner must be held in Denver, Colorado. Sounds fine. Winner has 3 months to secure their date with the auction's closing, or within the auction's closing. Jeez Louise, I can't speak, sorry. You can schedule the meal less than a year out from the winning bid. The victor is allowed to bring up to 3 friends to the nearly 2-hour dinner. 1 photo to commemorate the moment is allowed, 1. And depending on the item size, he's willing to autograph an object of the winner's choosing. I mean, it's like, really? He's like, one picture.
$31,000
plus. That's what it starts at.
Is he got it like that?
He's a big deal.
$31,000 for a dinner with 3 people and 1 autograph and 1 photo?
You and 3 friends, 4 people total. I mean, would you pay $10,000 to have dinner with James Hetfield if you had $10,000 laying around?
If I had it laying around, sure.
It'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have it laying around.
None of us do. Apparently one of us needs a new car, too.
This guy.
All right. I don't know the story on this. I meant to look it up, and I ran out of time this morning as I was prepping. And when Susan gets here, just send her on in. On this day in 1966, the Beatles were pelted with rotten fruit during a concert in Memphis. What is the backstory there? I've never heard this story before. I need the backstory. On this day in 1989, the man they once called Hojo, Howard Johnson, joins Barry Bonds and Willie Mays by hitting 30 home runs and stealing 30 bases. Remember him?
No.
He was former Met. Dolphin Dan Marino on this day in 1991 surpasses Joe Montana as the highest paid player in the NFL. 5 years, how much? $25 million.
Ooh.
Seemed like a lot at the time. I mean, now it's just a drop in the bucket. We all make way more than that. And on this day in 2000, Tiger Woods became the first player since Ben Hogan in 1953 to win 3 majors in a calendar year after winning a playoff with Bob May. Poor Bob May. He matched up with the wrong dude. All right, you ready? Let's do birthdays.
Let's hear it.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
All right, for Chris Stapleton tickets, Fred, you're with DJ. Brandon, you're with our own Christian Weaver. Here we go. The lead singer of this band.
Limp Bizkit.
Fred Durst.
No problem.
I would have got it once he starts. Fred Durst.
That's my era.
I feel like this song would be perfect for me today, but I would change it. I do it all for the cookie right now because I'm starving.
Fred Durst he's the big 51 today.
51, no.
50.
54. I guess you guys blew your wad yesterday. You guys don't know anything today. This boxing promoter,
Don
King. Dang, by a nose, is how old today?
He is...
How many boxing promoters can you name?
Don King.
Okay.
78.
Bob Arum. He's a big one.
He's old as dirt. He is 91.
3. This woman's an actress. She was in Arrival, American Hustle.
Jennifer
Fighter.
Lawrence.
Amy Adams?
Amy Adams. Amy Adams.
And Christian, now you're on your way. You got to shut him out. How old is Amy Adams? No offense, DJ.
Amy Adams is...
Actually, there's a lot left.
She's a good actress.
She is a great...
48. Has she won 3 Oscars?
No. She's won no Oscars.
Oh, she's been nominated quite a few times. I said
47.
50. That's older than I would have
Really?
thought. This TV weatherman.
Ned Permy.
Al Roker's correct. How old's Al
You know
Roker?
he's technically not a meteorologist.
That's why I said weatherman. I didn't know that, actually. How old is he?
Al is 70. 70.
70, bingo bango. DJ, welcome to the party.
On the board.
Yep. This lead singer is also celebrating today.
I need to hear the voice.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, Robert Plant.
Correctamundo.
He's no Fred Durst.
He is not. You got Limp Bizkit right out of the gate. All right, how old is Robert Plant today?
Just kidding, people. But Robert Plant is 78.
Nope.
77.
No, he's 76, DJ. You're hanging in there.
Coming!
This former Razorback is now an offensive lineman with the Arizona Cardinals, former New England Patriot. He played at IMG Academy, I think. He's
Yelda
from...
Froholt.
Very good. Christian, very good get. How old is Yelda Froholt today?
Yoldo is 26.
No.
28?
28, bingo bango. Oh my gosh, just buried your face.
It's a good day.
One last thing. This guy played Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire.
Not that one.
Andrew Garfield.
Not that one. No, it's
Tom
good.
Holland.
Andrew Garfield. It's kind of fun, though. We did that the other day with somebody. Oh, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
How old is...
and we never got the one.
I'm Batman. How's Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield. I think it's... Oh.
Is he dating somebody famous? Or married to somebody famous?
I don't know. He's older than what you think, though.
Okay, well, tell me how old he
I
is.
think he's the big 40 today.
What?
37.
He's 41.
Yeah, he's older than what you think.
Clearly.
He looks good.
I like how Christian just teed it up for you, then you didn't hit it. It's nice. All right, we got Susan coming up. We'll talk to her, courtesy of our friends at Willy D's. And then Mark Abernathy is going to join us. If you missed the news, it was announced yesterday. Mark is retiring from the industry, which is a good gig.
Yeah.
I can't wait to retire from this stupid fast we're doing. I'm starting to get hangry.
You lost...
If Stan calls again, I might swear in the air.
4 pounds in the first day?
4.5.
I think not eating has improved my birthday trivia.
No doubt. Well, you're on fire.
Does your brain feel clear?
It feels something.
Did you weigh in before?
He said he's going to wait till the end.
I'm going to wait till the end.
No, I'm going to weigh
every
at
day.
least once a day.
At least?
Yeah. I only weigh in the morning because that way it's consistent.
I got to say, though, if I weigh on Thursday and I haven't lost significant weight.
There's no... Okay,
what's your goal, 10 pounds?
Yeah.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot. How much did you weigh when you started?
Bro, you lost 4 in one day.
I'm fat. How much did you weigh when you started?
199.
199?
Yeah.
Man, we're way closer than I would have thought. That's wild. Where do you put it?
I don't know.
That isn't. How tall are you?
You know where he puts it.
5'9".
Oh, he's backing up. You are a psychopath. Oh, God. That is. I can't believe I only weigh 7 pounds more than you. Or I did. Not anymore. Although I probably still do weigh 7 pounds more than you. You should probably lose it just as fast as I am. Maybe faster. Who knows? Anyway. I'm going to tell you about UAMS. One of the good things about losing weight is it's going to be good for my knees, my ankles, my feet. Body's going to be feeling a lot better. I will tell you, when I woke up this morning, like, sometimes I get inflammation in my shoulders when I sleep funny.
Feel a little better?
Felt better, I'm telling you. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I'm a little hungry right now. I got to get over it. But here's the bottom line. If you're in pain, that's something you can definitely knock out quickly. It's not as easy as like grabbing a cheeseburger, I guess. You can knock out hunger real fast, too. But I will tell you, if you got hip or knee pain, one place to go. It is the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Dr. Barnes, Dr. Stambo, Dr. Stronach, top surgeons for knee and hip replacements in Arkansas. They do the most because they are the best, the total joint experts, and they take care of all the celebs, too, like, Sidney Moncrief and Terry Bradshaw. If you want to feel like a celebrity, a VIP, or just someone who just needs to get rid of pain, by golly, go see our friends at UAMS. Along with the advanced practice providers, they offer the most comprehensive, team-based approach to joint replacement in the state. All you can do is make the call, 501-686-8674, 501-686-8674. That's 686-TOSH, if you need a reminder, TOSH. Best surgeons of the best hospital. It is the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS.
This is SportsCenter.
Last night in Major League Baseball, the Astros continued their winning ways, beating the Red Sox 5-4 on this walk-off home run from Yainer Diaz.
Here's Yainer Diaz. Yainer hits one high. Ball game over.
Since acquiring starting pitcher Yusei Kikuchi at the deadline from the Blue Jays, the Astros have won all 4 games he started in. He's 2-0 with a 2.42 ERA. In the National League, the Dodgers got their MLB best 74th win as they beat the Mariners 3-0. And the Arkansas Travelers return to action tonight as they host the Northwest Arkansas Naturals for a 6-game series at Dickey-Stevens Park. First pitch is set for 6:35. Coverage for all Travs games can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Hey, this is Mitch with Red River Auto. You know, we're pushing 20 years of being in business, starting at Heber Springs of Red River. And now we've got a Ford store in Cabot and a Ford and Toyota store in Wynn, along with our pre-owned store right there in Jacksonville. Folks, you know us for our huge discounts. Like right now, we have rebates up to $15,000 off Ram trucks. But we've also got the Ford, and what a lot of people don't know is we have the Toyota Tundra too. Folks, if you want a great deal on a vehicle, check us out at redriverauto.com.
Oh my goodness.
It's great to be in the studio with Josh, but it'll be the last time we see him for a while.
8 road shows in a row, starting with Scoops tomorrow in downtown Little Rock.
Craig O'Neill, Trey Reed.
Yes, and then Tim Griffin, Attorney General, stuff about they love Scoops.
I got something I need help with.
He went to doctor after doctor looking for relief and always walked away discouraged. Surgery and drugs hadn't worked before, so why would he try them again? That's when Carmen made an appointment at QC Kinetics.
I'll tell you one thing. I got a spring in my step. The bounce is back in my step. My quality of life improving exponentially since I've been going to QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics has treated over 35,000 patients like Carmen, using their own healing components, concentrating them into damaged knees, hips, shoulders, and backs. No surgery, no drugs.
The pain's gone, quality of life so much better, and mentally I'm in such a better place because I know that I'm not going to wake up to the same old struggles that I have been dealing with every single day. 10 months ago, no joke, I was a prime candidate for a knee replacement. Today, I'm not because of the treatment I'm receiving at QC Kinetics.
Carmen finally got relief, and it was easy, starting with a free consultation at QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440.
Hey guys, John over at Natural Gear. Let me tell you about an unbelievable thing we got coming up. Hunt Fest with Fort Thompson Sporting Goods this weekend, August 23rd and 24th. Fort Thompson's has tax-free in the entire store, absolutely no exclusions. We've got exclusive Natural Gear deals in the store that you won't see anywhere else. We're giving away unbelievable prizes, 2 guns customized by Rob Roberts that are absolutely beautiful, a pair of our new Grand Cypress waders that just hit the market. Listen, you got to sign up in person, but you don't have to be present to win. Come see us.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence, started not to give a fuck and stop fearing.
All right, we got stuff to get to. It's going to be fun last 30 minutes here. We're going to celebrate a great career, and we're going to celebrate somebody who's in the middle of hers. Susan is here, courtesy of our friends at Willy D's, and we welcome in Mark Abernathy, who is a longtime musician, restaurateur, man about town. DJ, we got to flip some mics around there if you don't mind. Mark's like, am I going to get a mic?
Talking?
Just yell real loud, Mark, and we'll get
there
it.
He is.
Are we good?
Yeah,
okay.
that mic's a little sensitive.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, Susan, welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are y'all?
I'm good.
We got a full house this morning.
We do.
Or afternoon. It's
afternoon.
Yeah.
And We've got some other friends here, too. Should we talk about that, or are we just going to keep it on the down low? I don't know.
I think we should.
If you're hiding out from work or whatever. Ebony's here, too. Just hanging out. You can chime in if you got something to say, Ebony. Feel free. Good
I
to
love
see you.
her so much.
She's so wonderful.
Yes.
All right, we don't have time to heap love on her right now, though. We got to get to business. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Keys to the Weekend with Susan Erwin Prowse is brought to you by Willy D's. Established in 2003, Willy D's has grown into the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willy D's. Come and get your Willy on.
It is amazing to me that you two have not met before. Mark was the originator of Juanita's back in the day. You guys could have been besties.
I grew up going to Juanita's.
Yeah.
Some great acts came through there. It's so nice to meet you this afternoon.
To meet
Yeah.
you too.
Awesome.
Well, you could still go to Mark's Places. He just won't be there anymore. But we'll talk about that in a second. Big news, and it's by choice. It's not like he was forced out of gunpoint or anything, so that's good. Real quick, let's talk about entertainment, what's going on around Central Arkansas for those who do want to catch some music. I mean, right up your alley, Mark.
Well, every week I'd come on and I share the music calendar that is all over Arkansas music. We have some fantastic places to go and see great live music, but we are sponsored by Willy D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar, and Willy D's is turning 21 this Saturday. I've been talking about this for a month at least on the radio.
Yep.
Y'all, we've got 6 piano players in the house. We're throwing ourselves a 21st birthday bash. We've been open 21 years. We're finally old enough to get into our own bar, and we've been promoting this big. So we would love for y'all to come out this Saturday. Show starts at 7:30 and $10 cover. But we are open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the Little Rock River Market, and we are your choice for destination or after party, and which kind of segues me to the fact that we have a lot of folks and venues in the River Market that you can go and check out some shows nearby and then head over to Willy D's afterwards. Cliff and I are playing, it's called the Play It Forward concert. We're opening for Erin Enderlin, and she is a fantastic singer-songwriter from Arkansas, award-winning. She has recent cuts by Willie Nelson and Trisha Yearwood. She's performing this Friday at Robinson. We're going to be in the Steel Ballroom at Robinson this Friday.
Okay.
So that'll happen, and then y'all can go to Willy D's afterwards. Stickies, you've got Mallory Everett's there Saturday night. She's a friend of mine. I want to give her a shout-out. We've got over 10 venues in Little Rock alone, so if you head to entertainersguide.com, you can find all of these fantastic places to find live music near your city. Not just Little Rock. Over in North Little Rock, you've been talking about it. Chris Stapleton is here. He will be here on Thursday at the Simmons Bank Arena. Head over to Hot Springs. I like to highlight Oaklawn every week. This weekend, you've got Pamela Hopkins Band on Friday and Saturday in Pop's Lounge. And upcoming in the Event Center, you've got Friday, August 30th, which is next week. Gabby Barrett's over in the Event Center.
She sure is.
Yeah. Magic Springs, we're rounding out the end of their summer concert series. And this weekend on Saturday, Aaron Tippin, Colin Ray, Sammy Kershaw, and our friends Midnight South are opening for them. So that's a big show, big
Awesome.
fun country concert in Magic Springs. I've got 15 venues in Hot Springs alone, so y'all check out the calendar. Over in Conway, you've got our friends Highway 124 playing Friday night at King's Live, but Saturday night, this fantastic band, Tyler Kinchin and the Right Pieces, and they're great. So Saturday night at King's Live. 6 venues in Conway. I've got over 21 cities. Wanted to shout out to Collins Theater in Paragould. They've got Chad Garrett and Friends on Saturday. And then there's also a big show that we're going to be doing September 13th. Cliff and Susan, we're bringing our full band to Collins, so get your tickets for September 13th. And lots more, but I will end on the Bluegrass and Fried Chicken Festival happening in Mountain View this weekend, the 23rd and 24th. So if you were up in Mountain View, go check out that festival. I've got all the festivals on the
Did you say
website.
Bluegrass and Fried Chicken?
Bluegrass and Fried Chicken Festival.
Okay.
Right?
I like all that. I like bluegrass.
I think
Music and food.
Music and food.
Yeah.
That makes a great festival.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Are you a bluegrass guy?
Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
Oh my gosh, I love bluegrass.
Am I?
I do too.
Hit me with the style. What?
Just if you like fiddle and upright bass and banjos and mandolin and that just high energy chicken picking kind of sound, country sound, you would like it.
I don't know what chicken picking is, but it's
yeah,
well,
I don't know if
but I'll bring Cliff on. He can do some chicken picking
He's
on
the
a
man.
guitar.
Like, are we like? Is that like Mumford and Sons?
Yeah, ish.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get down with a little Mumford and Sons. Ish.
In the
Yeah.
ballpark?
Yeah.
Arkansas. That's
Arkansas.
they're bluegrass
yeah,
band,
they
right?
are. They're
really
fantastic. Yeah. Whitewater Tavern has the Gravel Yard this weekend, and they're bluegrass. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's another bluegrass here locally. You could
We
go
need to go
check
see a
out.
bluegrass band soon.
Let's do it.
I love it.
All right.
It's very good. It's Americana.
We'll go.
Okay. All right, well, let's welcome in again Mark Abernathy. If you're just tuning in, Susan's going to hang out with us for a while too. Again, you guys should have worked together back in the day. It would have been good, but we were all hanging out at Juanita's before you were.
We might have met and just don't remember.
That could be. That could be.
20-something years now.
Mark, how many
Been a
years in the bar/restaurant industry for you now?
55.
55 in a row. You didn't even give yourself a year off.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And Local Luna and Red Door have found some new caretakers.
They have. You know, I graduated in 71 with a degree in banking finance, had long hair and lots of bad habits. Couldn't be, I was a hippie. Couldn't be a banker. And so,
What do you mean by bad habits?
Well, the bad habits.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And, I was a hippie. I mean, it's the 70s. Shoot, all the stuff that's legal now wasn't then.
Right.
And,
is there anything more ironic than a banker going into the restaurant industry?
There you go.
I mean, if there's one thing a banker will tell you is don't do that.
Oh, I know. It's like you going to borrow money for a restaurant. It's like you're Dracula.
Yeah, no doubt.
There we go. But anyway, the third Fridays in the nation was here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And the first place you could get a mixed drink that wasn't a private club. And so I really enjoyed working with restaurant people and just kind of thought it'd be a good idea, and then Fridays took off. I mean, they took me to Dallas. I was like in my early 20s, and I was managing the hottest bar and restaurant in the country, and so I got hooked. And I was single, and it was great times, and I've been in it ever since.
Yeah,
and had a ball. It's just been a great career, and it's done well.
How did Juanita's come to be?
Well, I was in a investment group hired me away from Fridays to go to San Antonio back in the mid 70s, and I did a knockoff of Fridays in San Antonio, and then
called it Thursdays.
Yeah, and then I sold my interest in that and opened a live music venue down there, and it's right when, and Jerry Joe Walker and Willie Nelson and all these guys were hanging out there on a regular basis, so it was an exciting time. And I've always been a musician. I've been a singer-songwriter and played in bands all my life. So music was always part of my DNA. And so anyway, and I kept coming home, and I realized there was a kind of a hole in the market for good Mexican food here. I'm not dissing what was here, but it wasn't Tex-Mex. It wasn't the real stuff that I had come to love in San Antonio. So I came home, and I had an opportunity to buy that old building down on Main Street. It was a gutted building, had dirt floors, no windows, no plumbing, no electrical. It was just a shell. And their winos had a campfire going in there on this dirt floor. And they said, "Well, does this mean we got to move?" I said, "Well, sorry, guys." But so I opened it and put in Juanita's. And my buddies who were here, Wally Allen and Jimmy Moses and all these guys that were active in the community said, "Mark, don't put it down there. You're going to lose your butt." And but I knew that the expressway was going to open in about 2 or 3 months, because at the time it ended down at Woodrow Street.
6:30 didn't go that far.
6:30 went to Woodrow. That's where it
crazy.
stopped.
That was before my time.
I know.
Yeah.
And so everybody, and Main Street was rough. It was rough. I mean, it was lots of hookers, lots of winos, lots of,
We call it the good old days, Mark.
Yeah, man, no
There's
kidding.
where those bad habits come in.
Yeah, so, but there was that building, it just begged to be a Mexican restaurant. So anyway, it all worked out, and Joe Fox, who had Community Bakery and Junkin Photography, we got a $20 million improvement district I put together and chaired, and we underground all because when it rained, it would flood into the door of Juanita's. I mean, literally. And so, that was the front door. People, It was like a foot deep to walk in. So we had a problem. We put in drainage, underground all the utilities, put in trees, put in sidewalks, paved, all that stuff. And so we created Soma, what's now Soma, South on Main.
What was the capacity for Juanita's?
Well, the restaurant is pretty big. I mean, we probably sat a couple hundred folks in the restaurant all together.
And with band nights?
In the music room. Now, on the other side, where the music room was, we could hold about 350.
Okay.
And I remember when the Torpedoes band I was in, we would play every Tuesday and Thursday in just the bar. We hadn't opened it, we hadn't expanded it, and so so when I expanded the room into the building next door, I remember Richard Thornton, who was a big sound and light guy, national, still is. I said, okay, what would it cost to put the best sound and lights in this that we can buy in here? And he gave me this figure, and I like to faint. I laughed right in his face, but we bit the bullet, and we put in when we were the best stuff. And so pretty quickly we were known as one of the best live music venues in the United States. And so what that meant was, back then we didn't have internet, and the music business was totally different. So everybody was on the road. We'd catch acts that were playing for $10,000 in Dallas, and they'd play for $1,000 at Juanita's on Wednesday.
For gas money, for what?
Well, back then the record companies had them out on the road, and they'd rather have them playing for 350 people than sitting in a hotel room.
Makes sense.
And but then the word got out that it was a great room, and the food was great, and so pretty soon the bands, it's a pretty small fraternity of music agents and stuff out there, and pretty soon they were saying, the reputation got out, so it got to where if Alison Krauss or Newgrass Revival or somebody was coming out of Nashville, Nancy Griffith, they would start their tour a lot of times at Juanita's, kind of work things out.
Yeah.
Or if they were coming back, it might want to be one of their last gigs before they went home to Nashville. And it was magic times. I mean, God, we had,
This list of bands you sent me is insane.
Isn't it nuts?
I mean, I'm just going to run through a few of these real quick. I mean, and these are ones that appealed to me that I would have, I saw Digital Underground. They're still one of the most fun nights we ever had. I don't know if that's on your list, but Goo Goo Dolls, I know you can probably rattle off a million of them, but Warren Zevon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of different eras here that have come through. Stray Cats. It's insane that the number of bands that have come through. And
Leon
big
Russell,
acts.
Def Leppard, Quiet Riot.
You had Def Leppard in there?
Yeah, Flock of Seagulls. There's across the whole map. Edgar Winter, great jazz groups. Joan Baez. Oh golly,
I can't imagine Quiet Riot in Juanita's. It's wild to me.
Gosh,
crazy.
I miss it.
Hot Tuna,
Crazy.
Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's insane.
Insane.
So, what was the transition from that into the current restaurants?
Well, I'd opened Blue Mesa Grill out in West Little Rock, and that's where we introduced the
white cheese dip.
The world's first white cheese dip.
Yes.
And which is, people kind of glass over when I tell them that because it doesn't make sense it happened in Little Rock, but those of us that live here know that the first cheese dip came from Mexico, Chiquita in the 30s. But anyway, carrying on, I had a partner, and we kind of I wasn't real happy with how that was working, and so I decided I'm gonna just do my own thing. So I jettisoned Local Luna, and we didn't renew our lease on, and I opened Local Luna. It was great. We did 28 years.
Yeah,
what a ride.
We adjust his camera a little bit, DJ. Yeah, and Red Door came in when?
Well, we opened Benavita. We had Benavita, the Italian restaurant.
That's right.
And it was there for about 6-7 years, and then we opened. Then we opened Red Door, and Red Door. It just Benavita did. Benavita, the Italian restaurant, did good, but not great.
Yeah.
And it's too much work to not make money. And
fair point.
So I changed the concept a little bit and made it Red Door, and off it went. And then it kind of redefined weekend brunch business.
Oh, yeah.
It became kind of the go-to spot for weekend brunch. It still is.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was a newbie here, Randy Dixon, my old boss at Channel 7, would take me, he and his then wife would take me to Local Luna. We do brunch just about every weekend. It was great. So still is a great spot to sit outside when the weather's right, for sure.
I got a note from Randy about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's still up in Fayetteville.
Yeah, he was just here a couple weeks ago for us. He came down to kickoff. But
fine guy.
Yeah, no doubt. We're talking to Mark Abernathy if you're just tuning in. Again, hanging up your apron is what I said earlier today, Mark. Local Luna, Red Door. So Tell us about the people that are taking it over, and then what are you going to be doing now?
Well, as I said, the most important thing for me was I knew I could sell real estate.
Yeah.
And so, but the most important thing was finding somebody who would take care of folks. I've got people there that have been with me 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's family. Watch their kids grow up, and so it was going to be. It was going to take a lot of the fun out of if I walked away, had a check, and knew that they were all out of work.
Yeah.
And all out of, it just wasn't going to work. So fortunately, these guys are young, they're sharp. If you've been to Sterling Market or Fidel Coffee, they're doing a great job, and they're well-funded. So they'll be able to take kind of the best of what we've got. Mm-hmm. It's time. It's past time. I've lost my edge because I'm whipped.
When are you officially done?
I'm 2 more weeks.
Okay.
1st of September they actually take over the reins, full. And but I told them I'd stick around. Part of the deal is I'll stick around for 2-3 months. But honestly, nobody wants to see them succeed more than I do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my family there that they're taking. I want them to be as more successful than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Because I want that to happen.
Other than annoying Lynn, what are you going to be doing in your retirement?
Well, that's annoying her's going to be a full-time job.
Yeah.
Because
you've been doing it part-time so well.
Well, I'm telling you because I have to just to break even.
I got you. Are y'all going to travel? Are you going to hang out? What are you gonna do?
We are. I now have a new motto: "Don't die rich."
I like that.
He's ready to spend some money.
That's right. I figure if I don't fly first class, my kids will, and they haven't earned it yet. Although it's funny, Brett, my son, who works for Origami Sake, and the hot thing that's going on in Hot Springs, great. And he's I love my son. He's a great kid. He called me. He sent me a text yesterday and said his blood type was G-Stip.
No doubt. Well, you're obviously an original, and you did so many great things to the community, and building memorable places, and I mean, a lot of memories have been created because of your hard work and your staff's hard work, and certainly a commendable career. So I hope you enjoy your retirement at least half as much as you did your work life.
Well, you and I have been friends for quite some time, and I want to personally thank you and for what you've done, and the Buzz has always supported me and what's been going on, and so I want to say thanks to you guys.
I'm happy for you. You're a good dude, and you're in our hood, so we have to support you.
We're neighbors.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to the future for you and for the restaurants.
Thank you, pal.
All right, got to hit a break. We'll come back and wrap things up on the other side.
You know who introduced me to Juanitas?
Who's that?
Chris Hess.
Is that right? That sounds about right.
Does that sound about right?
Sounds about right.
Love that guy.
Love Chris Hess.
Everybody loves Chris Hess.
He's
Top-notch guy. I tell you one thing, if we know Hess, I'll probably be partying with him soon. He's a big partier. Labor Day, it's coming up, last weekend of the summer coming up, and a lot of people do have big plans. Pool party, that's probably where I'll see Hess. Backyard barbecues, maybe a little trip to the lake, doesn't matter. The Labor Day weekend has become a tradition, time for family and friends. Maybe go Red Door, local Luna. Try that out as well. Sadly, unfortunately, the holiday also becomes one of the deadliest times of the year, with drunk drivers on the road endangering themselves and others. This is going to be a message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police. It's illegal. They want to remind you to drive with the blood alcohol level of 0.08 or higher. If you do, listen to this. Let me run it down for you. You're going to lose your license, go to jail, pay court costs, attorney fees, fines that could cost you thousands of dollars. Then, when it comes to starting up your car, well, it's going to be restricted with that lock, that interlock that is, that you have to blow into every time you want to start your car. Guess what? That's going to cost you as well. Doesn't sound like fun. So here's the message. Enjoy the holiday weekend as you should, but make sure you think before you drink, drive sober, or get pulled over. A message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Come and get your Willy on.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Dan Cook in North Little Rock, Steve Fisher in Stuttgart, or Jay Vandover in Little Rock.
Arkansas golf legend John Daly joins the mayhem each week, brought to you by Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today, and by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer, family owned and operated diesel and truck repair you can trust.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. For centuries, European royalty took pride in their royal bloodlines. In 18th century Spain, the Castile aristocrats were so proud of the fact that they never intermarried with the Moors. People started referring to them as sangre azul, or blue bloods, since their pale skin accented the blood in their veins, which stood out as blue. This racist nonsense would have named Edgar Winter as the King of Kings. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going outside to work on my Ned Permy tan. If the intense Arkansas sun is bearing down on you, do yourself a favor and stop by Doublebee's for an ice-cold beverage. The best fountain drinks in the state. We even have a splash of flavor for you folks who have a flair for life. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Pay attention. This happens fast. Routine, scheduled, maintenance. You know it's coming one day, but that day's in the future. Then the future comes, and your wallet's not ready for that $250 maintenance. But your forklift is. It needs it. Good thing you're smart. You're buying a used forklift from Medley Equipment Company this summer, and its first planned maintenance will be free because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Jeff Tefts. Visit medleycompany.com or come see us at 121 House Court, North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, it's great to be in the studio with Josh, but it'll be the last time we see him for a while.
8 road shows in a row, starting with Scoops tomorrow in downtown Little Rock.
Craig O'Neill, Trey Reed.
Yes, and then Tim Griffin, Attorney General, stuff about they love Scoops.
I got something I need help with.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acri and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
Oh, what's better than talking about a fast and cheese dip in the same sentence? Not much. Going to Gwatney Chevrolet and getting deals, good thing, though. GwatneyChevrolet.com. If you're in the market for a pickup that'll last, you know where to go, Gwatney Chevrolet, and go check out their excellent selection of Silverados. I was driving by there over the weekend on Sunday, and they have a long line of trucks out there. And, of course, you get powerful, you get safe, and amazing performance from Gwatney Chevrolet with the Silverado. If you're itching for a test drive, head out there and visit them. It's exit 10A if you're coming from Little Rock, or browse their stock of Silverados online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. They've also got a great selection of SUVs like the Equinox crossover, according to J.D. Power, the number one SUV in dependability. And if you're looking for a full size, they've got the rugged and roomy Tahoe, which I've been cruising around in. Absolutely love it. And everybody's like, man, it's a great looking Tahoe. The gray one, this is the one I'm in now. It's so sharp looking. Again, you can do the pre-shopping and then go do the purchasing. It's all at Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. And they hope to see you there real soon. Wes Moore is here from Out of Bounds. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Good.
Great.
Just thinking Berkeley was wanting chicken hibachi last night, so I went and got chicken hibachi. That thing was loaded with
what he's doing.
Food, and
I see him working.
I had so much left over. We'll eat it for dinner tonight.
Yeah,
I was just thinking
wonderful.
about, God, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Talk about food. Talk
How
more
good
about
was
food.
it?
Oh, my
Good?
gosh.
Tender?
You know, when
Flavor?
the chicken is just sitting there in the juice at the bottom, and that rice starts to mix with it.
Oh, that's the
And-
best.
oh, my God.
Sometimes better warmed up after it sits in all
Oh,
that
no.
juice.
You know, tonight when I warm that thing up,
Yeah.
it's going to even be better than last night. How are you?
I feel great. Thanks for asking.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
I've only yelled at one caller so far, and it was Stan.
He hung up on Stan.
I did hang up on Stan.
Well, we've all done that.
You're not going to believe this. He thinks most people are there to see the band.
He's only told us 10 times.
You haven't heard that yet.
Oh, yeah, he called.
Of course he did.
Oh, he told
So
you.
nobody's going to leave until after
the band.
halftime
Yeah.
performance,
I
not
just-
at halftime.
I just hope it's not, way out of hand after a quarter and a half. But anyway, we'll see. I feel bad. I mean, we're sitting here just like crapping all over, Arkansas's first opponent, which also happens to be a team that's right down the road. But I hope they're competitive the rest of the way.
They're in a rebuild situation.
Sure.
No, it's going to take a while, so.
You're supposed to say it would take a Herculean effort, but you never know. That's why we play the games.
That's right.
You're not going to say that?
No.
What are y'all doing today?
We're going to start our new segment with Hayden Henry today. He's going to join us every Tuesday at 1:30.
Yeah, I ain't real happy about that either. You're really pissing me off across the board. I asked Hayden to come on last year, and he's like, yeah, man, I got too much going on. Can't do it. I see how it is.
Maybe the time slot.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes time slot better. Is that it?
maybe
Okay.
time slot.
Maybe he just doesn't like me. That's fine. He's going to get a terse text after this.
He did say there may be a day or two that I miss. We have to slide the time around or slide the day. And I'm like, that's no big deal. I'm flexible.
That'll actually be awesome.
Hayden at 1:30, Coach Z at 2, Eric Allen at 2:30. He's the head coach of the Jacksonville Titans, and they've gotten a lot better over the last couple of years, and been hearing some good things about them this summer. So I'm hopeful that they have a turnaround year.
We were talking about Rick earlier. He was mentioning Texas's schedule was pretty soft comparatively to their opponents.
Yep.
He also, I did hear this in the segment yesterday. He said that Coach Petrino's resume is basically on par with John Calipari's, and I was like, I really love Coach Petrino, but you might want to check your facts on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know that I buy that.
National championship?
Yeah.
No.
You need
College
to go
football
back.
playoff?
No. You should go back and check it. I was like, Rick, I mean, Kool-Aid drinker, but come on, buddy. Anyway, Susan, thanks for coming up. EntertainersGuide.com. Thanks to Willy D's. Congrats to Mark, and stay tuned for Out of Bounds. It's coming up next.
Founded by the dynamic music duo Cliff and Susan Prowse, Big Red Dog Productions, your gateway to music excellence, offering music production, artist development, with a proven track record of award-winning events. From recording the songs you've written to learning how to book and play crowd-engaging shows, their Entertainers Academy can ignite your music career. Visit BigRedDogProductions.com. Your path to a full-time music career awaits.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
The Summer of Scoops continues this Wednesday with Morning Mayhem live at Scoops, Little Rock's newest homemade ice cream restaurant featuring coffee, cookies, pastries, and breakfast sandwiches at the corner of Broadway and 3rd Street in Little Rock.